and I just made it to post, so I was just getting that ready. But we are live. And we are ready for some good Call of Duty because boys play today in a championship. Well, it's not a championship yet. We're in like semis, but boys will be playing today, and we're excited. Hope everyone's having a great day. I got a little bit of sleep. I'm playing Ready or Not for a while last night, so upload that as a YouTube video. So if you guys want to check that out, y'all definitely can. It'll be on my YouTube. But I'm excited. I'm ready to get into the game. Mike will just stay. That'd be nice.
It's Championship Sunday, the final day of Black Ops 6 action, coming at you live from Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, home of the Esports World Cup 2025. Here is a live look at our players coming out of the hotel in our Jamil Motorsport arrival cam. They're gearing up for the biggest day of their year as we have a $1.8 million prize pool with just 4 teams left fighting for the lion's share. It's going to be a great opening match with another banger in a little bit, but we got to start the conversation with a recap of how we even got to the final day. Welcome into the studio, everybody. I'm your host, Chris Bucket, alongside Allie. We have Enigma and, of course, Nameless, and I want to start with you, Allie. It's Championship Sunday. Any surprises with the 4 rosters remaining?
Actually, no. I think if you told me this was the final 4 remaining, I would have 100% believed you. I think we've seen great showings out of all these teams throughout the entirety of the year. I think we have a really solid 4.
Enigma, it's been a great event. What's been the highlight, though, if you could choose just one moment on the week?
Picked Helmet to be the surprise team to come into this. They sure as hell delivered, and quite frankly, looking forward to seeing what else they can do.
Nameless, this game came out October 25th. Everyone was so pumped for it. They've been grinding it. Now this could be the final day of official competition from us. Yeah. What are you looking for as an analyst?
Yeah, you know, obviously Optic trying to get the back-to-back, which is awesome. We've been seeing some very high-level Call of Duty yesterday, some amazing plays. You know, on the final day, we're going to see them bring out all the stops. Any strats that they've been banking, they're going to bring them out today. I can't wait to see some just good COD.
I'm wondering who is going to walk away with the MVP honors, because there have been so many star talented players putting on excellent performances, and we caught the best moments in your Kadia top plays of day 3. Let's take a look back at some of these bangers, including the showdown of Heretics versus Boston Breach. This was in our quarterfinals. Heretics taking care of business. Rancor looking like a monster on the AR as a rookie.
I love it, as we all talk about it, that he doesn't even look like a rookie anymore. This is our Rookie of the Year, and he continues to play like a vet and continues to be consistent. But on the flip side, another team that is incredibly consistent, Vancouver Surge, finally dealing with 5 Fears, who wasn't even expected to make it into the bracket play over the weekend. They're going to go ahead and shut them down and looking like an easy favorite as we head into today.
Yeah, I mean, that Vancouver Surge team, got to be another squad that we consider for that grand final. Of course, we're going to get into all of that, but this is a year very much up for them, where they've been that Silver Surfer team. It's all about changing it, but for Movistar Koi, this, of course, has been a largely top 3
I'll upload a short real quick.
Tournament year throughout this season.
Yep.
So it's all about going better than that, guaranteeing themselves their best placement of the year and justifying the whole Mercules Abe situation.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that early season form of Joe Deceives and Klimax so far this tournament. It's been special to watch the energy that Abe brings. He plays with that aggression. They can play off of it, and you know, in our top players, we're seeing Joe Deceives, I think, have the best individual map that we have seen from anybody so far this tournament.
Plus 22 with 2 minutes of hill time.
2.5 minutes of hill time, like the kid was popping off. And then in this series, Optic versus 100 Thieves, just silencing any doubt. You know, they hadn't played 100 Thieves at Champs, so getting to play them here and kind of, you know, quieting all the fans that were saying it would be a tough matchup. Well, they went for 4 with them.
And I think a lot of people were saying Optic's win at Champs was a fluke. They didn't go throh FaZe or 100 Thieves in the final days. Well, here they go through 100 Thieves. They have just one team left in front of them before a championship match, and they have all the confidence in the world.
That was not a
Shotzi
fluke.
has been playing lights out, and he is now 9-2
People saying that's a fluke or
across their career.
He's been
lost their
unbelievable,
mind.
and it's tough because I feel like Shotzi has had such a weird year with the community of being like, he's the best player in the game. Is he really? And I feel like this weekend he's definitely solidified some of that.
He showed us some of the best moments, but the best reactions are in our Bravia best moments. Let's take a look at these guys, because there was so much emotion on this stage. Super coming in, a few surprises, and a whole lot of fun being had out there.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, the crowd here has been spectacular. There's so many more people here than last year just starting to come to EWC and enjoy this atmosphere. And the players are really like, they're showing emotion after these games. I mean, you know, it's a tough season that you have, right? So you get down to the very end and you knock some of these guys
play
out.
Heretics,
and,
I believe.
As 04 likes to say,
Be a good
snatch their
match.
soul.
Ali, I wanted to ask, who do you think has been the most fun to watch on this stage? Because I was looking at some of these highlights. I remember Metals hyping people up while they're crushing keys.
That was super
Heretics,
fun.
El Barco has been rowdy as heck. What have you enjoyed?
I've definitely enjoyed the Heretics. I'd say this one's hard. I've really enjoyed seeing Mercules on that main stage. The guy's just so nonchalant with it.
I haven't seen him play at all. Because I guess they were playing on Bravo stream, so I haven't seen them play at all.
For his team, for Star Koi and Inside as well. That was really fun to watch yesterday.
It's a bit surprising to see Scrap and crew not making it to a championship Sunday. That was the goal they set out with when putting together this 100 Thieves team, but Optic too strong.
That would have been a nice little championship Sunday. 100 Thieves versus Optic.
According to the chat right now, but who could be in their way, Ant?
Yeah, you know, before I get to that, I just want to say, I think my favorite to watch on stage has just been Shotzi.
Okay.
The kid is a superstar. Forget what Ake says.
This guy,
dude.
He's the antics. Like, the guy's just like, he's just so fun to watch in game and outside the game as well. He's a great personality. But who could be in their way, Chris? I think Surge. I feel like that team in the finals gave them a great run for their money. The maps were extremely close, and they have a huge opportunity to match begin today.
Enigma, we started with 16,
but
here on Sunday we're down to the Final Four. Let's take a look at some of the teams that got knocked out along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, there's some storylines here. We talked about the 100 Thieves. We talk about FaZe Clan, of course, falling very short, and what may happen there through this coming summer. I think we take a quick look here at this Boston Breach lineup. This is a team that I think exceeded expectations towards the back end of the year. It was a bit gloomy before that, but also talking about exceeding expectations, exceeding the gentlemen over at 5 Fears. This is a hell of a tournament to look back on, fixing some of the reputation and stakes around their names.
By the way, Coach Josh, one of the old school Call of Duty competitors, saying, I am turning 30 next year. I have been playing and living Call of Duty the last 15 years. I hope to continue my career. I hope somebody gives him a chance. Yeah, seeing how he took the 5th place Challengers team all the way to a playoff bracket.
Yeah, you know, I spent many years competing against Josh. I always had a respect for his game and his approach towards Call of Duty. You know, he's one of the, founding guys coming over from the European scene when it was small, like cultivating a culture over there and competing against NA. And now we have so many Europeans in our league. So, yeah, it's exciting to see some of the old vets up on that stage with their team. It's been a nice element here at EWC.
This is the best part of EWC, though. You can see dreams made and hopes crushed. The keys were slaughtered all weekend long. Ali, what were some of the best crushes that you witnessed?
I think it has to be Joe when he got really surprised at how loud it was. He was like, I finally get to crush a key, and then it was almost like, never again.
This is the best one.
Soul snap.
I would definitely say Envoys was also my favorite too. I'll never get over the fact that we showed the key crushing and his evil face behind it. That is a meme that will be saved in my phone for a long time.
The best one for sure, actually, now I think about it, was Omit crushing.
Nah, Shotzi's one was great. It was the most entertaining because he was so excited to crush that key.
Well, also that carries into the future, right? Because this is a symbol of what they want to do, show that they can mix it with the very best. And then, of course, there's Shotzi moments away from doing all of his mischief on stage and then jumps out of his damn skin when that thing goes off.
So Optic is going to be playing in our second
Optic
match
versus
of the day
Heretics, and we got Movie Star Koi versus Vancouver Surge. I'd like to see Surge go into a finals, actually. Finals versus Optics. That'd be fun.
They did it in a 3-0. Vancouver.
Unfortunately, Rambo, we're going to have to take out your
team.
team.
Movie Star Koi right now is I feel like they're one of the weakest S&D teams in the building right now, and that's what I'm going to be paying attention to. Kleenex had to drop he dropped double digits, but 12, 13 kills yesterday for them to even take one of those map twos. So that's going to be the biggest focus for me in Movie Star Koi.
Something unique about this tournament with it being single elimination, we will have a 3rd place match. In that 3rd place, it's quite meaningful to some bank accounts. Let's take a look at some of the money that will be on the line here at EWC for Black Ops 6. $600,000 is going to first place, and we saw a minimum of 20 grand going out to everyone who made it into the bracket. You look at that left side, though, that's where you need to be. Who stands out to you, Ali?
Stand out, obviously, you have to say Omit. That was just an incredible run out of them. 5 Fears, they get to take home some cash as well. Boston Breach was expected to make out of their groups 100 Thieves as well.
Even it just showing up, you take 20K.
Cash over there, and Chris, I'm looking at that 3rd place, that 2nd place as we move to $600,000 number first.
Yeah, as Chris mentioned, we will have that extra match, that constellation match, and I think it's very important, right? Because it's like we were the 3rd best team team here. Like, I want to play against you, see how we perform, right, and separate ourselves a little bit. I think it's an exciting element and a nice touch to single in bracket.
Unfortunately, you got to play after you just lost a match. So that is going to be a true test of mental will with 80,000 bonus dollars on the line.
Well, that's the thing. There's a huge amount of money on the line, of course, but also potential repercussions when it comes to still rostermania conversations. You might still be looking across the line a little bit off the back of a loss, feeling a certain way about your team. You then beat a squad into third place. You might be thinking, we're all right. We just need a couple of small tweaks to get over the line. It could be huge.
It's not all about the money here, though, at EWC. You heard it from players like Super saying, I just want the trophy. I want my key to be on that totem. Speaking of the totem, we got Guy Blaze standing by.
This is our key graveyard, where the squads who had their hopes and dreams crushed will be forever forgotten. But behind me is our totem, where our winners are looking to get immortalized in the EWC Hall of Fame. But with our 4 squads remaining, can they do it? You already see Team Heretics up there with a big victory. If they can get one in Black Ops 6, they will be contenders for club champion. But it will be a tough task for them, as our other remaining squads are looking to make history and put their key up there for Call of Duty.
Great call out there from Blaze as we take a look here at our club championship. Remember, this is the tournament that is going on across all of the weeks at EWC. And you can see we have a few of our squads on the list with Heretics sitting there at 1,200 points. This is their final tournament, but if you win it, Allie, you get 1,000 more.
BMW,
This
Team
is their final game
Redline,
they're participating in, so
Red
this would
Bull
be a
Sim
huge
Racing.
moment for Team Heretics to end up really high in the club championship at the final.
We should also call out Falcons is now at the top of that leaderboard. Congratulations to the returning champions. But it's time to dig in with some hot takes. We got our Dr. Suleiman Dr. Notes, and I want to dive into this one with you, Ant, because everyone's talking rostermania, right? All these teams need to break up. My question for you guys is, which teams should stay together going into Black Ops 6?
Nah, these teams don't need to break
There's
up.
a couple teams
What are you talking
that I'll
about?
put on that radar. I mean, I think obviously we agree. Heretics and Surge, keep your team. A hot take, I think when Omid comes up to the league, these players, you bring them up, pick them up as a unit.
Absolutely.
They complement each other so well. And how many times have we seen a team drop Vivid and proceed to have a failure of a season? It has happened so many times. I know a lot of eyes are going to be on Mamba and on Craze, and rightfully so. They have been phenomenal, but they need 2 complements around them, and I think that's where you pick up that whole roster.
Wow.
I mean, 1,000%. This is one of the things. I think sometimes at the top level, we have a real scouting issue. We pick up players that look pretty good out there, but not necessarily to fit our systems.
Exactly.
Those players go in, they don't look great. These 4 look fantastic. Get them out there, get them playing against the best players in the world, and their growth is going to be exponential.
You like this call, Allie? Who do you agree with?
100%. And I also want to give a shout out. I think Movie Star Core should stay. I know that we haven't seen
Abe's
too
good
much
fit.
of them, but I think Abe is a great fit. And I think a lot of teams could take some notes in that some of our veteran players are capable of making role changes if necessary to take your team to the next level.
I got one more.
Movie Star Koi is a really good
Who else stays together? The Spanish squad?
I got one more.
Vancouver Surge?
Nah, you said hot takes.
Hottest take.
Boston should stick together. I really do think they should stick together. I know a lot of people are going to look at that and be like, oh, maybe one
Good,
change
what,
away.
4 top 6s and a top 3?
Yes, they got top 3 at champs. You got a lot of top 6s. And think about the progression in what they had from the EWC prior to this one. They formed this team there, weren't that great. They have an entire year practice.
I got my
top
days
3 at
approved for
champs,
work,
right?
so I can
think
take those days off for
Boston, I think
TwitchCon.
They got some good players on that team. And they
I
work
got
really well
my
together.
hotel set, so I just got to go pay for it when I get there. And I just got to worry about my plane ticket.
You're essentially building onto the
I'm going to get when I get paid again.
So the growth could
So
actually
we should be
massive.
all
That could
set
be a
for
great point.
And the
TwitchCon.
year prior to that, they won like
This could be
3
exciting
matches.
event.
So it's probably a little bit of a
I've never been to a
spicy hot take, but
TwitchCon.
I like
I've
the
been
hot
to
take.
a
Jack,
PAX
let us know,
East.
who do you want to see returning in 2027?
I've never been to a
2026 with the
TwitchCon
same
like
roster?
that,
I think
especially in
Optic Texas is
California.
probably gonna have
Never been to
virtual
California.
skill in a team jersey. We've got to take a look, though, at our Aramco Power Rankings because we're down to the final 4 teams, but we want to discuss some of the biggest ones that were at the event. Walk me through these rankings because you have Vancouver
Definitely want to take
and
one of those
Optic
days
as
just
the favorites here.
Yeah, I mean, the grand
walk
final,
around and
I
see
think
what's
everybody
all
remembers
around
it
San
from
Diego.
champs. It was absolutely phenomenal. It's only right for them to run it back, right? So I think those are the 2 favorites. And
Probably gonna do an IRL stream for that.
Rosters sticking
Those
together. This kind of
3
teams that we
days.
were talking about, Allie.
Yeah. 100%. Stick together, Omen. Try to pick them up as a unit if possible.
I don't know if there's
I
something
can
different
name,
every
I think,
day,
almost
but
every team in our league might
we'll
be
find
making
out
at
when we
least
get
a singular
there, or I can
change
look
in
it
this
up before we
offseason.
go and see what's
Roster
going
watch,
on.
Of course, I think the biggest
Need to
note there
watch
is
some
going to be
videos on
all the
past
phase of
TwitchCon
victory
so I can
that
see
we
what
have seen for the
what
past
to
couple years
expect.
that we were hoping might be a dynasty in the making. It just, for their expectations and for the community standards, to be World Championship roster, it unfortunately seems there might be another change incoming.
Yeah, I think, looking down at roster watch as well, obviously G2 as Minnesota, they're
What up?
change.
Yeah.
The reason we don't have LA Thieves and Enigma Alley, we were talking about this a little bit, is like this Thieves roster, they were so good this year, right?
Yes.
Atlanta FaZe Clan, we talk about them, this is back-to-back years where they have fumbled the big tournaments, right? So clearly that trio is on roster watch mode.
100 Thieves, everyone is saying, is this the final tournament that will see Scrap and Envoy together? Remember, they played for Toronto together the year before. What's your take on this, Enigma?
It's a tough one. I think you've got to assess what pieces.
Oh, I just dropped
that is
the 360, brother.
Mania that is ensuing. I think.
Well, if you can get Simp.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
tripping
Right? You
out.
can't ignore a player like Simp suddenly becoming available. And I think that for me, Envoy and Ghosty, they're probably sitting a bit nervously right now.
If
I think
FaZe
keep that
split up,
Paco
that'd be.
and Paco and Scrap
I don't know
duo
where they would
together.
go.
But I mean, at the same time, when you release certain players, you might strengthen your opposition.
FaZe is a
You've got to
good
worry
team.
little
I
bit
think
about
they
that
should
if you are
stick
in that
together.
100 Thieves position. You don't want to be strengthening someone else and not doing enough to lift your own game.
At their peak this year, Thieves were ridiculous.
Yeah, they were.
Like in Major 3, in Major 4.
High ceiling.
Their ceiling is so high, and it would be a shame for them to make a change and maybe not reach that ever again.
We can talk about
it's a
this
slippery
all day,
slope.
guys, but I got to jump into the lore because we have the lore lord standing by. Miles Ross, what do you got for us?
Miles, what you
Once
got?
upon a time, there was a tournament that shined above the rest. It was a spectacle to all who had witnessed its glory. Players such as
Mamba with an unbelievable clutch, Andy and Brack, veterans in their own right.
the guy with the glasses and that guy with the hair. The matches would demand utmost clarity from the minds of the participants.
I'm natural. I don't want to play. What's the
They
point?
would shout powerful words of affirmation. Leaders would step up to give their team direction in their times of need.
It's only one round. Shut up.
Some more words of affirmation.
Carson, come on.
I have a card too. I promise you they just want to get off the stage, I promise you.
Their cries of victory could be heard around the globe.
This is absurd. I can't get a kill.
And again, some more words of affirmation.
Feels better than any of you guys.
Because everyone loves me.
I want to play with you, bro.
So that's the tale of how it felt to be at the Esports World Cup.
I'm not going to kill them, bro. This is
A legendary gathering where mastery met its final opponent.
Oh my yeah, come on.
And players put greatness on display.
Somebody needs to end the game.
And if you're lucky, you can still hear the voices of passion echoing forever in eternity. The end.
Damn.
Everything we've gone through.
Even teammates talking shit about each other. It's
We
crazy.
second place, I believe, 4 times if you include minor 2. We're just like so close to winning, but I want this event to be the one where we actually win and we close it out.
Just as a team, just to keep solidifying our spot as the top team in the game.
Yeah,
would be,
I don't know about
probably
this
the
goal.
goal. What's kept me fueled up to keep going, I feel like it's just, you know, my belief in how good I truly am. You know, I truly think I'm one of the best players in the game.
You are one of the best players in the
The only
game.
person I care about proving myself to
Won't
in this
lie.
tournament is my dad. No matter what, I'm always trying to stay disciplined and just remember who I'm doing this for.
Yeah, getting second definitely, you know, like kind of pushes that even more. I truly do enjoy this event. I love coming to this event, so winning here would be insane to me.
Here's a live look at our players on their way into the studio, arriving at the Mega Gates as we see Vancouver Surge taking on Movie Star Koi, and the Surge Boys led by Nasty and Abuza. Are they the favorites on the day? If you asked our analysts, they would say yes. But if you've been watching Movie Star Koi, this is a threat to everyone remaining in the bracket. Welcome back in, everybody. It is our first match of 4 on the final day of Black Ops 6 here at the Esports World Cup. Ali, this is a showdown between 2 teams that have a lot of fans cheering across the world for them. But Movie Star Koi's fans, there's a lot of them in the venue tonight.
Oh, yeah, and we know how that can affect both the teams on stage, but I think my favorite thing about this matchup is how evenly they kind of are. They match each other's pace incredibly well on both sides of this, although the edge does have to go to Vancouver Surge. Their Search and Destroy looks unbelievable right now, and having Rambo Ray on that stage, this is a team that is so hungry to finally get one through the hoop.
Vancouver has been to 3 grand finals. They have fallen short each time. Will this be the week that they finally raise a trophy in Black Ops 6? 04 Neptune.
I would like to
Abuza,
see them
and
get the trophy, of course, but
Yeah,
going
I mean,
up
for
against
these
Optic,
boys, it is about
I don't
finally
think it's
getting
going to
themselves over
happen.
that hurdle, right? And they were so close when it came to our last tournament.
Optic's just too
Realistically,
good.
They probably should have done it. They probably feel like they choked that. So, yeah, it's whether or not they've managed to make enough growth. Obviously, got a huge task to get through first up, and I love that Ali calls out the S&D there. That's what sees you through championships, and they are brilliant, especially when offensively, especially when making up for any sort of down first blood situations. They're so good at it.
Yeah, they have. I mean, think about their season, right? Started off, one of the worst teams. Go down challengers, find Neptune, immediately you get better, make it to a grand final, right? And you get blanked. Get blanked in the next grand final. And then you have to go down into the lab. You have a bad major. Get to the finals of champs where you go neck and neck with this dominant Optic team. They have just improved in all the game modes. And when you look at them throughout this weekend, they have been phenomenal in S&D. In control, it has improved. And in this matchup in specific, the last 4 times they've played, they have dominated the Movie Star Koi.
The difference that could be here in Riyadh is that man right there, Rambo Ray, the coach, one of the original gamers in Call of Duty, is behind his squad and will have a serious impact, especially in Search and Destroy, where games where you need someone to step in and give your team a little bit of a push.
100%. I think the best thing when you look at this roster, as we talked about it more in the middle of the year, is it's built up.
Gotta get my daily bonus on my Chumba Casino,
throughout the entirety of their careers. One of my favorites
Trying to
that's
win
been
this
really
lottery.
enabled is Nasty, a player that was hot potatoed on a lot of
Sweepstakes.
middle of the pack teams, very overlooked as a second AR, and now we find him on this squad, and he's being dominant against teams like Atlanta FaZe. It's been unbelievable.
He goes by the name of Nasty in game. It's time to get to meet Byron Plumbridge.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with Byron, a.k.a. Nasty of the Vancouver Surge. Byron, it's Championship Sunday. You're back again at EWC on a Sunday. How you feeling right now going up, getting ready to play these matches?
Feeling great, we've been here before.
Well, not today.
Looking to close this one out. We're more prepped than last time.
Maybe.
And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get into it.
There you go. Now, on the last championship match that you played, you guys had a lot to learn from that, okay?
Yep.
It was a close series. What did y'all talk about? How did y'all evolve from champs?
Honing in on our comms in these small moments in these matches. I feel like the Champs Grand Final came down to 5 seconds on each map. So just really trying to hone in on our good teamwork and comms to make sure those small mistakes don't happen this time. I feel like we've done a good job. So
Not
we're
today.
prepared this time for sure.
Definitely,
We'll
definitely
get 'em
have been
tomorrow.
doing a better job, and I know Coach Ray has been helping with the comms as well to allow you guys to kind of be focused in. Now we know your opponents. They've been telling everybody, our pacing is great. We're running around the map. We're moving fast, and you guys have a similar play style when it comes down to the respawns. But the S&D, do you feel like you match up well with them when it comes down to that game mode?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like they're quite slow in S&D, and ain't no one blitzing like us, so we'll be good. I'm pretty confident on every game mode.
There you go. Okay. Now we're in a desert, and you're looking to drown out 2 more opponents for you to become an EWC champion.
Yep.
You and Championship Sunday is pretty much synonymous at this point. What do you want to tell the fans out there as you guys get ready for this matchup?
Shout out the Vancouver fans. We're going to show out this one for you. Hopefully it's a win this time. We're going to do our best. We appreciate you.
You heard it here, folks. Let's go.
Man, it's so nice to see Nasty up there. I mean, for a full calendar year since last EWC, top 2 there, he has been hovering in the top 4 of almost every single tournament. Time to put some respect on Nasty's name as he tries to make his way to a grand
Is he
final.
the best red-haired Call of Duty player of all time?
Ooh, no.
No.
Yeah, buddy, still number 2 in my book. You got a ways to go, but he has been fantastic. And Black Ops 6. Let's take a
knows
look
what
at
he was
the
doing there.
opposition, though,
He's
in
trying
this
to
fight. Movie Star Koi has brought in Abe.
Stump
and they
up
have
in
been
that,
looking ferocious. Joe
that name.
Deceives the most impressive hard point on the weekend, showcased on day 3. Can he keep it going into a day 4, Allie?
Absolutely. I think Joe kind of has a chip on his shoulder right now. I think he took champs really hard in these past couple of weeks. And I think we've kind of seen that in his gameplay throughout this weekend.
Yeah, that was our
because
4-piece. That was insane.
He's been unbelievable. He opened that map 1, drops a 40 bomb. He really brings the energy and the youngness to this squad. And I think it's really ignited insight and clean.
With the way he was getting kills and how fast he was getting it, I thought he was going to break a record. I don't know what the record is, but
so well that it just makes everything so much easier on the map.
I'm
for
sure he
Joe
could have
and
easily
Abe.
broken
so
it.
I think Movie Star Koi, definitely a dangerous team.
Allie, true or false? You saw Joe Deceives crying in the club.
I don't know. I didn't want to out him like that. He was very upset, and he was telling Insight, he was like, look, I want to get a chip for you. I want to win for you guys. He very much took that loss as his fault. So I think he's playing with a little bit extra when it comes to this.
I always have respect for anyone who shows that much emotion attached to this game. Joe has been a fierce competitor. He has been playing his heart out this weekend, but it's going to come up to the old guard for me. I'm looking at Kleenex and an insight in this one. What can that duo accomplish?
Well, I think for Kleenex, like he's taken, it's almost underspoken when it talks about the leadership role he's taken on inside this team, because we know that Abe's walking into this. This is a huge stage to be stepping up and trying to prove who you are as a player. He's releasing so much pressure. He's taking on board that flex role, which allows the rest of the boys to kind of sit where they're more comfortable.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Optic Returns with the Optic Legacy presented by Cash App. 5 classic COD titles, best of 7 series each day.
Keep everything tempered. I'm gonna keep you all very
August
calm.
11th
You
through the
boys are gonna have a hell of a
15th.
time, don't
That's
worry
gonna
about it.
be
Yeah, but he does have a little
that's
bit
gonna
of
be a
ego in
fun
there. And you have
video to watch.
You have to have that. It's that calm confidence, and that's why they can plug in so many different players and find success.
Just how confident is he coming into today? Let's find out.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with the one and only Insight as we try to get some insight on how movie star Koi is about to play into this series. What a weekend it's been, right, Jamie?
It's been a crazy weekend.
It has been. 2 more wins away from you becoming an EWC champion. No pressure, right?
No pressure, no pressure. We're the underdogs going into this Sunday, we know that. But, you know, excited to get it going. And we just got a point to prove.
Yes, you do. And you're going up against the Vancouver Surge, all right? And I was talking to 04, and he's like, you know what? We're ready to blitz everybody, okay? Rush them down, take them over. But, you know, you guys have play styles changed a little bit, all right? You guys got a nice little rush, you know, a blitz of your own, okay? Talk to me about how you like it the pacing of the new squad.
I mean, yeah, the addition of Abe, I just feel like our pacing is crazy right now. I feel like I'm going back to my traditional role of being like the slower player on the team.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we're all shooting, we're just a hard team to keep up with.
Yeah. And so, you know, the respawns, it's going to be a banger, okay, between both squads. But now, when it comes to the S&Ds, how do you feel like you're going to match up against Surge there?
I mean, you know, in the CDL, we haven't won an S&D in 2 majors. Going into this weekend, we won 2 out of 3 or something like that.
Nice.
Feeling good in S&D. The biggest thing, just being decisive, being confident, and just trusting the calls people make on the map.
There you go, okay? And, you know, you guys got a great coaching staff, a great fan base, too, as well. Yeah. I'm pretty sure as they're watching this video, they're going absolutely nuts in the venue. You know, what do you want to say to those guys to get them even more hyped up and for everybody to be blowing it up in the chat right now?
Yeah, I mean, there's a small group of them, but they're making the most noise. Keep up, guys. We can hear you. We can feel your energy on stage, and we're going to show up for you today.
It's Championship Sunday. Turn up!
Turn up, baby.
Okay. My man is rocking a hoodie out in 110.
You got Red Card Hardpoint, Dealership S&D, Volt Control, Volt Hardpoint, and Protocol
S&D.
S&D.
They are the underdogs.
So we got the worst map first.
Across any of these 5 maps, Allie.
I mean, they're looking at that dealership.
Into some good maps.
My biggest worry is how close their search and destroys have been this weekend. It's been double round 11s, and those are going to be the most important maps of this series.
So if there was any reason for them to bring in Abe, it's to hopefully fix their search and destroy. As Allie mentioned, how tough it's been for them. They are 1-9 on dealership if you're movie star Koi. So
I guess you gotta have some type of big map
is kind of wild.
In the
I
pool.
mean, immediately though, when we talk about this red card hardpoint, now typically Surge are dominating when it comes to hardpoint in this matchup.
They're undefeated.
However,
Both are undefeated in
Surge have
this.
struggled with typically is their early rotation. Koi, on the other hand, very good at that. We're looking at a large map with some great money hills in there. If they can actually lock them
Undefeated in
down and hold those
hardpoint?
hills, we can flip the script early.
Did you guys see those numbers? 5-0, 4-0, a 1-2-2 to a 1-2-3. It couldn't be closer looking at the numbers here.
That
Allie.
map 1's going to be unbelievable, especially
Yeah, it's
because
gonna be
on the flip
close.
side, Vancouver Surge is the best map 1 team in the building right now. So Toronto might be looking at a 2-3-5.
One word answers. Who wins?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Vancouver Surge.
Surge.
I'm changing it, Movie Star Koi.
I'm going Surge.
I'm with Allie. Koi causing the upset. Make some noise. It is time to get Championship Sunday started.
Let's go. I'm ready for the gameplay. Somebody's gonna be picking up that trophy today. And it's gonna be the boys. They're looking good right now. They're undefeated.
16 teams rolled into Riyadh. And over the past few days, we've seen favorites fumble, underdogs bark loud, marquees crushed and smashed to smithereens, and now we're down to the final 4.
Absolutely, and today we have a jam-packed day ahead of us. We've got 2 semifinals matches, a battle for third, and of course, the final shot to build your legacy. This is the culmination of BO6 at the Esports World Cup.
Legacy is, of course, on the line, but we can't ignore the fact that we've got a huge, heavy bag up for grabs. $1.8 million is the total prize pool, and all 4 of these teams are gunning for the greatest share of it. Plus, an opportunity to raise this trophy high in the air, surrounded by your teammates as confetti falls down.
So we begin our semi-finals now. For our first team, they say it's their time. This time, it's Vancouver Surge.
Vancouver Surge. First movie store Koi.
Their opponents are on a hot run. The stars are aligning for Movie Star Koi!
Oh, they're already booing. We're gonna see another 4-piece out of Joe Deceives. That'd be sick.
This one is worth
Bro, I
gold.
swear to God,
One
dude.
spot in the grand final. Let's find out who's built for the big stage.
Dude, I
Thank
swear
you
to
very much, chaps. Oh, baby, always a treat when these 2 teams go at it. At least for the first time under the new monikers they're holding. Of course, Movie Star Koi, Vancouver Surge. An exciting history throughout the year, an exciting history on the maps we're going to play as well. Miles and Ton taking you through this semi-final matchup. We'll see who gets to go all the way. Chris, how you feeling?
Bro,
Sleep
here,
well? You look
freaking
great.
sending me like 20 different Snapchats.
It was a terrible idea to go and play
The
golf
hell?
in Riyadh this morning, and what I can only explain is what was like a 40 million degrees. But irrelevant of that, the competition truly has heat up here in the arena, and both these 2 squads going into this match. So much on the line. A grand final spot at EWC.
There's the
is the
boy,
prize.
Rambo
You wanna
Ray.
hit them? Well, we've got a decent
Hopefully they can pull out this win
We'll
and
see
they
how
move
that
on to
goes down later on
the
today. But this matchup in itself
finals.
is, as mentioned, one that has raged on throughout the year. It really has been Surge's side of things, though. But that man on your screen, Abe, has not been part of these matchups. And will that change up? As far as the pacing goes, on the side of Movie Star Koi, help them along their way. Hardpoint has been their big struggle. We'll get a good example of how things are going to go across the series, probably in this first map.
Well, we're hoping for this series to go a little deeper. Red card will be our first. Dealership S&D, again, a lot of fun. We'll see how that goes. And then a double dose of Vault. That control on the hard point. And many hard points throughout the year. These 2 teams have gone at each other. Come down to the game clock.
It's having some problems putting in the earpiece. There's something wrong with it, I guess.
It has happened. That very map and mode. And these 2 teams. One last addition to a ridiculous story before we close the book on Black Ops 6? I certainly hope so. Protocol Sections Trophy Game 5 as well. We have to go the distance. I've got a funny feeling we could. Vancouver Surge off the back of a wonderful year, an honestly wonderful year from them. Can they close it out strong with the victory here at EWC?
A lot of people using the old scuff controller, like PS4 scuff controller. I don't know.
I mean, I know that's probably a little bit over the top, but irrelevant of that, you know.
I don't know if it's better or not because I've never. I used the PS4 scuff, but I didn't use it for this game. I used the reflex and the.
To really cement themselves as one of the top teams in the game,
Whatever
and
the
that
other.
is a dub. Is there a chance here this weekend? Absolutely.
Envision.
Is there a chance here
Use the
today?
Envision and the
That's what we're going to find
other
out.
one, the
They
PS5
have to
one,
get
but
themselves to
everyone's
that
a
chance,
lot of
though.
people are using
Movie
that
Star Koi
PS4
will
one.
be no joke in this series. They've looked fantastic over this week. I really enjoyed that game yesterday with Joe. If Joe can find that level
Interested
of
to know
performance
which one
again,
is better.
they have every single chance to walk into that grand final.
Flow State Deceives. A sight to behold. Wonder
Love
if we're going to
mine,
get that here
Skid.
on Red Card.
My
Map number 1
Envision
on its
Pro.
way now, ladies and gentlemen.
Fortunately, it
Vancouver
has some
Surge,
stick
Movie
drift to
Star
it.
Koi.
I gotta
Who's got
figure
the
that
goods
out.
here in this matchup?
Or I
The
have to
addition of
buy a
Abe
new one.
certainly taking Koi to the next level. They've looked great this weekend. Injection
Which
of
I'm
insight.
plan on buying
back
another
into
one
form
anyways.
As well, everyone looking
Want to
great.
buy the
Kleenex
optic
on the
one.
flex. It's all been
Even
good.
though I could just buy a
Vancouver Surge,
faceplate for
known
it, but the stick
variable,
drift,
a known
so
quantity, and so
if I can get
tough
that figured
to
out.
deal with. Here we go to map number 1.
Let's see how red card's going to go. Really, for me, I'm curious on Movie Star and seeing how Kleenex is going to do. It's going to be about the pace here for red card, which is a little slower on occasion. And see if you can keep
Okay,
up.
starting off hot.
Gonna start shooting like this, it may well be a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem, indeedy. When there we
Yeah,
go.
that's 4 down.
So perfect start here for Vancouver Surge, and I mean truly perfect. Not a single death, and all the time they could ask for so far. Neptune. That is a little masterful
still
moment
not
there
one
in
dead.
that fight against Insight. Bang the door.
And there's finally
Goes
one dead.
backside,
Joe
and
C's
puts
gets kill.
Insight odds his.
Knew it was coming. He had the count. Knew Insight would try and make a play. Dealt with it perfectly. This is 25 seconds and rising. The side of Vancouver Surge, and as far as starts go, perfection.
I want
doesn't
Surge
even
to
see it.
go to the
Incredible
finals,
from them.
so I'm
Each
hoping
rotation is in,
they pull
kills,
out this
solid
the
across the board.
series
Joe
win.
Deceives, the only one with anything on the board right now.
Yeah, Vancouver, a
Oh my
single
God.
death on the team. Now make it 2. Let's go for a quick Bravia listening with Vancouver Surge.
And one was play kills, Jamie. It's only Jamie front. Yeah, play kills.
I'm one shot. I got you.
Yo, there's no time. Yo, two there. Okay, all three. Hold on. I'm top 3. Time. I think one time. One Jeremy weak out. Hey, listen, H1, listen, you went 2 in middle. Listen, the play's not low. This one. I teach There's Tommy. There's one close outer. There's one here close outer. I promise. One shot double. He went from us. One HP made. He's going on the stairs. Okay. I'm going out. Nice trap. Skill or trap. That's one. Yo, he's smile me. I'm going out.
Well, good news for the Movie Star Koi fans. You're alive and kicking, lads.
Yeah, they're making a comeback right now.
Scoreline right back in it, and here we go. Movie Star Koi on time.
Vancouver started off really hot, and now
a pinch now developing.
Now Koi is coming back with some kills of their own.
Really well there to find a
Brought a little bit back.
into a comfortable position after what was a nice comeback here from Movie Star. The start wasn't the best, but just
Go to Cease out here outgunning everyone.
Will come through here for the side of Movie Star Koi. Nice one at that as well for a full 15 seconds. Over the season, it has been a pretty back and forth game between these two. It's a 5-3 record that lies with Surge, but really what has been the catalyst for that? 10-3 over the 13 hard points they played against Movie Star Koi.
Give them respawns. We'll see how this
Only a
goes.
6-point difference right now. They're still getting points, so they might take the lead here.
Sorry, it's 2 left. My bad. Sorry, guys. Faded. It's one of those mornings. Over to the stage we go. We're set up for success right now. Koi, an open field to play with here as you have to cross no man's land to get in towards that hard point. Joe with a big nade over the top. Watch for the players there by the globe, by the hedges. An approach now from Vancouver Surge. So far snuffed out. The line of Movie Star Koi holds firm.
Zabe there for the trade up towards top plat, not able to get much going, so the break will come through here for Surge more than likely, unless Kleenex can start.
Oh, that was
swings
insane.
Around Neptune dealt with. Can he find a third? Not quite. The team out here, the reinforcements alongside. Movie Star Koi, all things considered, after that P1, find themselves with a 20-second lead here. A hell of a turnaround.
Oh, wonderful turnaround. Hey, getting a lot done there on no HP.
And Neptune with the 2-piece.
Flying his way forward.
That's 3 down, and they're heading to the next hard point.
15-8 so far in the game. A difference maker indeed. Final hard point of the set for real this time as we go to the bleachers.
Nice stabilization from the side of Movie Star Koi. Much needed. I think it's very easy to come into a hard point, and I mean, you start getting beaten around like that at P1. It's very easy to just, well, not necessarily down tools, but feel despondent at least. Go to Steve's and Co, though, not built like that. Inside trying to get something going from Ticket, but Abuza running the show right
Ooh,
now.
that would've been a good
16 and 8
kill.
as well. Surge really getting a lot done here over towards P5. And a good job here from Abe, finding a couple. Had a very slow start, but it has started to heat up.
Man, it's even right now. Nobody can hold this point. So this is like a hard point to control.
Nasty, though. Wonderful patient play there as Movie Star Koi take the lead here on the final hard point of the set. Lovely shots in at range and a wonderful firing squad there. Vancouver unable to find the opening, looking for an angle, nothing to be found. Over 100 we go as things are starting to turn around. Back to P1 we go. Oh, Abe, I could barely get a sentence out.
I think it was 1 and 8 to kick things off. Now sitting at 12 and 14, has turned it round, and the fortunes of Movistar Koi right alongside it. I think it's just been a bit of an adaptation coming in really slow. Surge barely missed a bullet in the first hill, but since then it's what, 40 seconds over the next 4 hills. Not a great deal of time for Vancouver Surge. If anything, are fortunate they had a good P1.
Good for, yeah, it certainly kept them going, but right now inside, lovely
Yes,
2.
2Ps.
Neptune steps up to the plate.
3Ps.
Not man enough to deal with Insight right now.
Oh, there's 3 more there he could have gotten.
Trophy now in play. Hard point his. A lovely 4 spree as well.
Spawn's all right though for the side of Surge, but would like to stop this time. 23 seconds to go. Hit coming in through Ticket. Can they find the break? Nasty finds 1. Abe here for the cleanup. Is it going to be 2? Big kill coming in from Neptune. He has been that shining light so far for Vancouver Surge up close and personal. 20 and 13 from him, but this is so much better from Movistar.
Koi, they are swimming. Get ready for P2. So right-hand side of the minimap once again. The first go around, it was lovely looks out of Vancouver Surge. Movistar Koi certainly starting to catch speed. Over to Abuza now, as he's fighting his way forward. Movistar Koi fans in the venue, willing their team forward one hard point at a time. And so far, this P2, it was great. Nasty managing to catch a couple of players out. Insight on the plug straight away.
Yeah, he had to drop down to help his team out there. He's going to fall for it, so the cross isn't being watched. You've got 1 player over towards the middle of the map, and that's going to be Abe. Everybody else dropping. It's just the fact that Nasty was able to find 2 there. Dislodges, if anything, Insight up top, and that's where the break comes from. So now all of a sudden, Vancouver Surge getting some good time here. 20 seconds to go over towards P2. We still got a close game.
Great P2.
It's 3 down.
Looking at 3 as well. And with the final few seconds here of this time, Vancouver, they are not where they want to be. They are stuck in the back. Wonderful work there from Movistar Koi. A masterful manipulation there of the map. Insight still holding them down. Great coverage. Shots in 04, not enough for the kill. A big moment now.
That's
All
3
the
down.
flippers there. Number 6.
Now they got them flipping spawns. We got split spawns
Wow.
actually.
Now, what a split it's gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. Surge unable to get there in time.
And they all 4 down still.
Yeah, the pressure just far
Now they
too
just
much.
flip spawns and go out.
Not sure how
No,
Movistar
they ain't
Koi
flipping
got
spawns
blessed with
still.
that in a certain way. You've seen the split come through. They're not quite there quick enough. Spawns over towards the back again. Neptune trying to get the cuts as best he can. He flanks back round. He may
I
well
guess
go
that would
to
make
the
sense not to
Vancouver
give
Surge.
split
Here
spawns.
goes the move.
Maybe spawn mid,
Before
but
they get through, but the kill will come through. Joe Deceives does well. Opportunity for a break.
To the stairwell we fly. Trades complete. 04 trying to fill the gap. Semtex just to buy space.
well, they're making a comeback again.
The stairs gone.
Oh.
A second man brought down as well, and it's delightful teamwork from Surge, looking for the lead change.
Neptune trying to flex his muscles here. They've been inside doing well from the outside. They're trying to pin the back in, but it's been a wonderful hold from Vancouver Surge. They may well lose it over towards the back end, but it is a 2-point game. Nothing to separate them. Now we move over towards the stage.
2-point difference.
Been some time for
And
Movistar to set up here.
the lead's gonna
Should
change
be a hard
again.
push from where Abuza is right now.
Long journey across the map. That's a win. Oh,
That's
another one
2
from Nasty,
down.
and it's all the ones right now from Surge. Opportunity out across. Insight not able to get anything done. So 04 free and able to make his way to
You
the
get
hard
that kill,
point.
it's big.
What a
Oh
time
my
and
god, he got the kill.
opportunity that may be. In we go. Looking for the contest. Kleenex is there, but 04 continues.
Oh my god, dude, those are big kills. 04 does not want to die.
Getting so much good backup from his teammates as well, who are just spraying through. The info is being gained. And those last couple of bullets dropping in. 04 doing phenomenally to stay alive. Neptune finding 2. Movistar had the time to set up here, but they get broken far too easily. And now Surge are starting to farm them. Able to find 1 through the middle of the map and a potential opportunity for a break, but it's for nothing. 10 seconds on the board. Rotation is more important.
Nasty. This is a great contest. Insight, he's being a real pain here. Oh, and he's still alive. You'll take that extra few seconds. You managed to burn a lot of the time away from Surge. Over towards Bleachers. And a war of one.
Hey, they still got the lead,
Kleenex
so
guns up at the ready.
well, they had
Here
the
come
lead.
Vancouver.
We said that it was going to be difficult for Kleenex to
Now they can make a
decide how
make a
he wants to
retake
play
here.
this one. hasn't necessarily had the best of games, but these kind of moments are where he can start to influence.
That's 3 down. Last guy inside.
Come through here for Surge. Inside though, starting to line them up 4 in a row. Look at the 5th as well. Number 6 on its way.
Oh my god, inside with the pistol kills.
Inside. 6 in a row, movie star Koi.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We stopped 7 in a row from inside. Number 8 maybe on the way. 7 in a row.
Yeah, he's on a 7 streak. He's about to get a Hellstorm as well.
Up's got a frag grenade with his name on it. Abuza takes the tag.
Aw.
Gonna get what you can now towards time. Joe Deceives.
Yo, if you got that Hellstorm, that would have been huge.
Have done the best they can here at Bleachers. It's gonna come to a close now. Not a huge amount separating our teams once again.
Inside's 33 and 23.
Having a hell of
And
a
Neptune's
hill, the
30 and
transition
22.
From 4 to 5 and this 7 or 8 spree in the end. Incredible work. And that's put Movie Star Koi with a nice little lead heading into a 3rd rotation. Not many hills to go now, Miles. 50 seconds over towards P1. Surge, 50 with another one that was good P1s again.
That's a minute and 31 on the game clock as well. We talked about how Vault might have been the one with the nail biters are, but folks, get those fingernails at the ready. We could well truly go to the game time. Kleenex on our flank, taking care of business there in time. An open hard point and the game clock trickles away again.
With how big this map is, I mean, I would expect time to be a big factor in most of these maps.
200 seconds.
This map, at least.
Looking for the 6, not going to happen. Neptune should be there to pick up the pieces and is.
Yeah, another
Hills
2
traded across the
down.
board, but it's now Vancouver Surge inside of the point. There is nothing in this game.
And they closed ranks on P1 there. That was fantastic. Very tight setup now over towards P2 Vancouver. It's a look of the first. Slow hunt here from Nasty.
Good kill.
He'll take care of one. Sadly, his teammates are getting bodied all around him, so pressure now towards the hard point. It's a great angle to try to provide some form of suppression. Nothing there. Abe cuts through. Kleenex now still alive.
It's pure aggression.
It's 2 down.
Through the middle of the map, but now he's left on
3
his
down.
own.
You need that.
If Abuza has anything to say about it, 45 seconds remaining here at P2. Nobody can win now. Vancouver Surge in a decent enough
Yeah, it's
position.
gonna be the next hill is when probably the game's gonna end.
Back on the net.
They can hold all this time.
The flex was there. Nasty holding the lane. No one making their way through, but Kleenex under the coverage of the Semtex. He's now going to be behind them. Opportunity to get a break here through the front. There's the trades. Hard point now in the hands of Movie Star Koi. Nep can't get in. Insight finds 2. Abuza with the break.
It's blow for blow, back and forth. Nobody willing
Oh,
to
he
give
don't
the
want
ancient
to.
Abe
He's so
with
weak.
Another big gunfight through the front door of Movie Star. They're sitting at 2:13.
Holding it all together. The foot race on now towards the stairwell. A long route from Nasty. Can Byron Plumridge make the difference here for Surge? Lead change.
Absolutely nothing in this game.
Oh my god, it's so close. 220, 221.
His teammate's not close enough, but he's going to try on his own.
Big kill
He
there.
will find one. Start to influence the spawns. Here come the rest of the teammates, but Joe Deceives will find 2, but Surge are still here.
Yeah, get him off the time.
Lovely management there of the spawn, but not on the timing. Joseph Deceives finds another. Now towards the front line.
Oh, it's
Moving
not
on
good.
time. We are down to 44 seconds, but we could end it all here.
Abe was sitting at 1 and 8, but he may well have just found 3 massive kills. Another potential break coming through from Surge.
They gotta get some big
One
kills
more
right now.
attack now from Surge. You have to get the break through the front as we are burning the game clock again. Abe
Good
can't
biz,
get
big
in.
kill
2
right there.
down, and Surge are in.
And they can't quite win it here. 25 seconds remaining, but you just want to
It'll be like 2 seconds off if they hold all this time.
Towards the back. Maybe
It's
one more here
huge.
from Movie Star.
One man on time. Damage. What coverage from Abuza? Get him off the time and keep the game clock running. Lead change.
They can't win it here. Now it's going to be about the rotation. Movie Star Koi, you have to punch through somehow, some way.
Over towards
Oh,
the
don't
stage,
keep-
and already Surge.
Be
are in
easier if you
position.
just
They've
got the
themselves there.
time.
30 seconds to go.
How on earth are they getting butted up and not falling down like this? But the game clock's really low as well. Neptune finds the kill. Abuza as well.
Nice, 3 down. That's huge.
Holding on. Onto
Oh,
stage.
dude, Joe Deceives are
finds
2-piece.
2. Last 2 players there on time. Can they get them off?
Close
5 for the
ones
win. 5 for the win. Nasty, hold on.
Oh my god, they
Into
actually
death.
got on the hill and contested it.
Find the kills. Neptune staying alive.
Movie Star Koi still inside of the point. The contest may well come through. It's all
Yeah,
about
just
these
contest it.
Can't lose a fight.
Oh my
Can't
god,
lose
that's
a
big.
man. 0-4.
That is huge.
I don't know why we sold you the seats. You barely used them at the end of that one. Vancouver, they strike first.
Hell yeah.
My goodness.
That first map was so
is an
close.
indication of how today is going to go. Lock yourselves to your chairs. An absolute barn burner to kick things off here in the desert. Back and forth we went the entire way through.
Movie Star Koi finally lose their hardpoint
Surge came
match.
out roaring. Koi fought back.
Vancouver Surge still
And it
undefeated.
comes down to an absolute fist fight on the stage.
And it has been the story of these two teams
But that
all
could change.
year long.
Still got another hard point in this
Rebrand all you want, Koi.
this series.
It's the same old story.
They do go playing on
Another
game 5 or
electrifying hard point between these two. Insight sprees, outstanding wins, and the teamwork on display already. We're in for an absolute superb series.
Oh, that one gave me some tingles I haven't felt in a while. Incredible game of hardpoint between these two squads. And again, you just kind of look at the transition. I think Surge just got themselves there first, which helped. Close spawns came through from Movistar. But the final couple of kills, I don't even remember who got them, but it was just a trade-off back and forth. But Movistar, the first to falter. Surge, get map number 1.
Oh man, the heartbreak. You're holding your breath. The final 30 seconds of that hard point. A preposterous stat line. 4,000 damage crossed by 3 of the Movistar Koi players. Kleenex just shy of it as well. What an unbelievably productive game in the kills department at 250 to 241. There are shades of Toronto versus Thieves there. Joe with a big 38. Preposterous. Abuza 39. That was one hell of a hard point.
Incredible. It was so close all the way through. Neither side really giving an inch, and especially when you just cast your mind back to those final few moments. The spawn in for Surge, those final 10-15 seconds, they lose a couple of gunfights though, and all of a sudden Movistar was so close to stage. Joe found 2, and you thought that might have been it, but is literally about spraying bullets through the curtains and just hoping something lands. But it lands for Surge. And now we move on into the search and destroy. And for these guys on the stage, they know what to do in these situations. Breathing exercises will still be very much in use.
It's an ultra classic.
It is indeed. We're heading into this map. Talking about a dealership, search and destroy.
do something real quick while we're watching this.
Probably put my hands over my ears.
Give me 1 second. This. Don't need that anymore. I'll do it later. I don't have that photo anymore, so I was gonna make a thumbnail while we're watching this, but
not being a good map for them whatsoever. Had some close ones. That's fair. But they haven't been able to get it over the line. It's going to really be about this mid-map control, but look how aggressive Vancouver are being.
Hello, we're going to be in your spawn any second now, says 04. A couple of trades either side, nothing too wild. You're going to get those kills. You're going to try to walk away with as much of an advantage as you possibly can. Movistar Koi still with a bomb in their hands, Joe. A shot from Nasty.
good kill, but got traded.
That was incredible to even find one that Neptune left on his own. Abe and Kleenex, the two players who really have been released by Abe coming into the roster. The most effect our Movistar Koi have felt in some time. That bomb is going to get itself down. For Neptune, though, so influential for his squad too. What can he find here in the search and destroy?
Oh, wow. He heard something. He knows the player's on his right-hand side.
No.
What a read. What an opportunity. And also with the Semtex
That's a
in his
hurt him
back
or
pocket,
something.
all those cars undestroyed. There was a chance there for some real fireworks. Regardless, an ambitious opening gambit there by Soj does not pay off. Movistar Koi, get on the board.
And to be honest, for Movistar, like, search and destroy has just been a problem in general, but they have managed to win their last two via round 11. Wasn't on dealership, mind you. Last two times they have been on this map, they've lost 6-4. They'll be looking to try and turn that round as quickly as they can.
We can't call it the Canadian Classic anymore, can we? Wow.
We can't, no.
No, we can't. Well,
No, well, just for this one.
just for this one. For now, who knows? Locking in. Towards the B site we go. Neptune diligently taking his time, dodging stuns. Kleenex there. He will be on watch. Oh, I think he. There you go. Joe saw him on the flyby. Wonderful stuff. The battle is on, and it's Kleenex down range, catching him first there on 204.
Just holding tight here as Joe deceives, though. Not looking to give anything away. You'll find with the 3 versus 3, you got a decent amount of map control. Abe can rotate pretty quickly. It's just about keeping that information, right? Just getting an eye on them. Are they going to peek you? Are they going to give you a shoulder? Just to give you that information. Where are they going? Right now, you're seeing nothing. Do we rotate over towards A? Insight is Semi got it covered. At the same time, it's fairly free at this moment.
It's a good little angle there.
The move over towards A from Surge is already.
You wouldn't be expecting to see him up there, but then you're also out in the open, so.
Neptune, the bomb carrier. Uh-oh, you want to get that thing down as fast as you can. Insight, the man on Overwatch has now been taken care of. The coverage is there, and Abuza finds a clean 2 to close out the round and equalize.
Yeah, with the Insight falling at that stage, it kind of just all unravels from that point. He was the Overwatch. Give that information. But as soon as he falls over towards that backside, maybe just offered a little bit too much up. It's danger. Then Abe has to poke out. Abuza is there to pick up the pieces. Finds a second as well. Nice patient play from Surge.
Completely different look from the first round, where they threw caution to the wind and flew into the spawn of movie star Koi. And oddly enough, Koi was seemingly ready for that. This time, we are going to abandon spawn. We're going to get ourselves towards the middle of the map, and it is going to be strictly business in the office, where Nasty has been dealt with. The paperwork is there. Another one for 04, and now the team is on their knees. Abe looking to get something
You got a
done
big
here.
2-piece right now. We can
Movie
even this
Star
up
Koi
now.
are smoking hot.
Did trade.
We'll find another, a 1v3 as Neptune. That left stick is working overtime.
As soon as Insight finds Nasty through the middle of the map, it just releases
Yeah,
everybody
get,
else.
oh,
And
yeah,
Kleenex
they
is
got
being led
chased
up the
down.
leash. Finds 2 through the middle. And they just know that as soon as they've got that mid-map, there is no cover coming from Surge at that side. They can fly through. B is their oyster entirely. And it's just perfect work from the side of Kleenex. That's the kind of role I like to see him in. Okay, I don't mind him with an MS in hand, yeah, but yeah, you see Kleenex with an SMG in hand, that's what gets the blood flowing.
Still early in the round.
Neptune playing Black Ops 6. A incredible resurgence, no pun, full pun intended, of his career as a player. This game has treated him very, very well.
Something's going on with Neptune.
Inshallah, there is nothing wrong with the game right now, as Neptune, I do believe, has not left spawn. We might be
Okay, there he goes. I'm about to say, hopefully there's no like reset here.
What trickery is this? No one there from Movie Star Koi moving too far across the map, but here they go.
Joe would have seen them. A little peek through the garage door. Inside playing his usual role. No information gained there from Surge with any of the utility over.
That would be big. Oh, they have a trophy down. If they didn't have a trophy down, that would have been huge. Could have bounced off the wall. Maybe got a 2-piece for that or 3.
Mid-map control is going to be over towards the side of Surge, and that is going to be your 4, finding Joe deceives. You have to kick in the gear if you're Abe.
40 seconds. And
I like that.
boom, and that is it. Abe in the first gear he goes. Now winding up towards second.
Nice, Tassie. We needed those 2.
Unbelievable. Abe lets them know he's here with a red dot.
Nice, let's go.
There. Wonderful work. A strange
All
round,
tied up.
but a good one nonetheless. Vancouver marching on.
Love to see this Nasty 2-piece as well.
Yeah, on the hop as well.
Let's have a look how he manages it. Abe from this side, yeah, Nasty just guns them both, to be honest. Kleenex goes out for the trade. Insight got dealt with. And they just take over the spawn and make Abe's job almost impossible. Nice rounds coming out from Surge, yeah.
Wish they wouldn't cover up those monitors so we can see what kind of monitors they're using.
Very close so far.
Sign of things to come here on this map. Smoldering car wreckage. Over towards A we go. 3-3. Trophies in play. Movie Star
Oh, this is going to be insane right now. Oh, and they got...
Oh, Joe, what a rebuttal. Neptune tries to pull
No,
Super Mario
dude.
there, and he gets taken care of by Abe.
And I think they just know that the trade's potentially going to come. Very patient play from Movie Star.
I would get away from these cars, bro. They're going to explode or you're going to get...
Nice round coming in from Movie
Get
Star,
caught.
but Surge got
I'll
aggressive, get
follow
punished
them.
for it. so back and forth. Nothing separating them right now. It's merely around the way it's been going. I mean, that helps when Joe's got to
I thought a lot of trades about to come through there. There was all of them pushing all together.
On the inside of that small room, because I thought 04's play was great. Get in there ASAP. He bangs the door. It's already wide open. Getting in there and trying to get the kills. But Joe, what a win. That certainly changes the entire tone of the round, albeit a short round.
Volvo finds that first kill. Different story, right? Maybe start having a look through the middle of the map. Vancouver Surge, though, once again, hitting over towards A. They really actually seem to enjoy themselves over towards this side. They've identified that insight.
Oh!
There's a little bit of a problem that they have been in.
Oh my god, dude.
Not this time around. Dios mío. Not ideal. This is going to be the first big gap that we're going to see between these two. Movistar Koi should be able to find this one in a 4v2.
From giant exploding propane tanks to a plethora of explosive vehicles. God only knows what BO7 has in store for us. Onto Nasty.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna. You already probably weak.
You were gifted a couple of good ones there by the COD gods, and they did not waste the opportunity for a second.
I was trying to set it up whilst it all started to go down, but Insight really has been seen as a weak link in this setup to a certain degree. Surge have been pushing the issue over towards A. They've been looking for the angles.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that a teammate died.
Goes down low, not on top of the trickway.
It's not what we need.
Catches a boozer off guard. I think a nade in hand must have been dropped. Car explodes, and that's the round.
A little bit of good luck. You have to make something of it. And with that, 4-2. Movistar Koi 2 rounds away from equalizing the series. It's a 3-1 split. Kleenex is on a flank and
There was 2 big kills at 04, and they're both traded out.
You know, folks, a 2v2, and everyone pulls apart right now. Tremendous disparity between our players' positions. Kleenex goes back for the bomb.
And Insight's got the cross. Well, he should do.
Oh my, wait a minute. Oh, turn around. Wait a minute, they're in the office. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, he's a sneaky beaver indeed.
Such bad timing there.
A 1v2. Nasty will double back. Will Insight still hold?
Oh, you heard that vent break open.
Creeping his way forward. Kleenex, will he check it? He does indeed. Nasty ready for the
This be
second.
big nade if you can get this.
Perfect nade.
No.
Damage on the car, but Tobias Yul Jonsson.
Good try, bro.
Closes it out in a clean 1v1. Map point. Movistar Koi.
So much aggression through the middle of the map to kick off the round, and you'll see that Kleenex is just ready and waiting.
That nade would have been huge if that hit.
But Kleenex with the 2 here, and that separates them. But what's happened?
That's just bad timing right
Has
there.
allowed Insight to walk through the biggest gap. Sets himself up perfectly. They know what's going on. Information gained, bomb goes down, round is found. At 1-9 record. It's looking like it's about to improve tenfold very much.
Here we go, map point, Koi. Back over towards, looks like B, we go with the bomb. Nasty's got to time this right. There's actually nobody technically watching that position, so with all this noise now being shown over here, surely this is a show of force that you cannot ignore. Still options from Surge to make a move.
What's the play for them? There's plenty of mid-map control, but I think you're worried about the positioning on the defensive side.
Ooh, tags.
I think the thing is, though, they know that Abe is up there somewhere, meaning they can't push much further forward.
I mean, that RC exploded in the face of that player. How is he not dead? Well, Abe, these 2 are yours. And have them you will.
Yeah, that's going to be a round.
Next man up.
That's going to be game.
Waiting for
We'll be
a
all
moment.
tied up.
Abe, waiting for that moment. He's still here. Same position. He's on.
Abe might get this whole ace. He gets, oh, Neptune with the 2-piece. That's big.
Let's go out of this one, but not out quick enough.
That could have happened. He could have got that.
Yeah, who cares? Movistar Koi answer back quickly in very, very comfortable fashion. Abe with a big 2 towards the end solidifies it. Big map from him.
Oh, the rookie there for Movistar Koi, stepping up when you absolutely needed him the most. No one going to let that one go. And yeah, 04 just ate an RCXD. Like it was nothing. Abe's 2-piece there, though.
I've had those few times. It happens.
For the young player.
You'll have him right in the face, and he'll still just be alive.
Here in Neptune. What a moment it could have been if he hits that 1v1, but Big Joe finding the kills. Well, there we go, tied up 1-1 going into the half. And the other side of this break, we play Control here at the Esports World Cup.
Level up your gaming experience with over 8 billion playlists, only on Spotify, the official audio streaming partner for the 2025 Esports World Cup.
Need a toolkit? Here's 3 great options from Harbor Freight. The Pittsburgh 130-piece kit is compact, portable, and packed with essentials, perfect for home repairs and DIYers. The 225-piece mechanics toolkit provides more specialty tools for even greater versatility. And finally, this 301-piece mechanics toolkit includes the most used automotive and mechanics tools. No matter what you're working on, find the toolkit you need at Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, man, get out of here with Harbor Freight.
The next mode we're going to be playing here in our semi-final matchup here at the Esports World Cup. Vancouver Surge taking on Movistar Koi as we get now into Control. Tied up 1-1 after a very, very strong game of Dealership Search and Destroy and an unbelievable, simply unforgettable game of Red Card Hardpoint. Find ourselves here. No joke though, folks, it was 250 to 241, but it was exceptional. Here's how Control is looking so far. And what do you know? Mr. Kleenex himself on flex for the first time truly at an event, and he is looking superb.
He's been incredible. I mean, we've just seen so many times the ability to switch things up. But one thing I kind of want to point out is not so much a Control KD, is what Joe Deceives did on Vault yesterday. Remember what we've seen from, I mean, an absolute all-timer of a performance. And if he can bring that kind of thing alongside Kleenex doing what he has been doing, we could see Movistar Koi into the lead. Again, I've been kind of reiterating that we've been talking about the statistics between these two teams over the season. Hardpoint had been a struggle for Movistar Koi up against Surge. Control, it's been fairly even. It's only a 5-3 record for the side of Surge, so a slight advantage, but it's pretty much a wash apart from that.
That's arguably true. I mean, at this point in time, one of the more interesting things for me is to see Kleenex up there with the likes of the Omid boys.
Yeah.
Because Control really was the unbreakable mode for them, you know, until they did lose it to those players that, you know, themselves. Really, really impressive stuff. Kleenex looking very comfortable in the role, but you are going up against an incredibly tough opponent. Vancouver Surge are still no team you can take lightly. An incredibly consistent squad across the year. 3 second-place finishes, including champs. There is no doubt about it, they are contenders. Whether or not this is the event for them, we will find out. Neptune, if you can hear me, give us a wink. Can you hear me, Nep? No, we cannot. It was worth a shot.
I cannot hear you.
Ignore you.
That's also pro move.
Another one to speak of actually was Neptune last time around that these two did play up against each other on Vault, was able to take over. And I think if you're Kleenex, I think if you're Abe, you're going to try and stop that from happening as soon as you can, because he really did take over. Everybody else, nowhere near what Neptune was able to bring in the series between these two last time out. Wasn't quite able to find that in the Search and Destroy. Fantastic performance, of course, in the hard point, but for all that we have kind of said, it's a bit of a wash in the control. Last time around, these two teams did play on Vault. 3-0 to Search.
3-0 on Vault is a big deal. We've seen a couple of teams, you know, with the attacking rounds being their favored, whether it's defense, whatever it may be, again, and the sort of shifting patterns, the shifting trends of how you win a control game in Black Ops 6. Vault and Protocol this year round, it's been relatively balanced. I'm not willing to dive into the numbers. I'm willing to just gut check that one, and you at home to trust me. The control can go either way, man.
It's got a lot more balance as time has went on. It hasn't quite been a fortress scenario on Vault. It was at first. Yeah.
Actually, that's true. The very first, I completely forgot. Vault was.
It was a 3-2 fest.
Yeah, for many teams, it was the saving grace. Defense only. And there's Nufi.
Oh, geez, got Toronto Ultra.
No stranger to the boos of a crowd. He's willing to antagonize.
Got the Toronto Ultra fans out there, too.
Superstar. I think Ray puts his earphones on for him.
I mean, that is quite the assistant that you do have there, really.
Nah, he's doing it himself. Worth a shot, though. What they say about a diva, you know what you're going to get, but you have to give them what they want.
Almost looking at this player a little bit confused at what he's struggling with.
There might be a technical issue there just with his own equipment.
Well, he had a technical issue in the first match of the game.
It doesn't amount to anything too serious. But for now, yeah, getting ready to get into control. Vault to take the lead in the series. And of course, this is a one and done, essentially, folks. A slight headphone malfunction here from Neptune, but we're getting it back in. We're getting
it looked like he got it.
Yeah, you know what? I can actually kind of appreciate you've got to kind of go over on the wrong way. And we are real. Yeah.
That's it. Yep. You got this. You got this, Nep.
No, it was right. It was right.
Oh, it must not be his.
There you go. We figured it out.
Again, that's something that happens. You know, if your equipment does break on you, if there's any kind of malfunction, you've got to go provide your own. I know the Movie Star Koi guys have their own particular use of in-ears, and if anything goes wrong, if you don't have a spare, you've got to fall back on whatever you can get at short notice. So Nep, playing with a degree of discomfort, hasn't seemed to slow him down at all. Always bring a spare controller, bring spare headphones, bring your towel if you're a seam. Shout out to a seam, I know you're watching. Almost ready to get into our control, folks. I can hear
I hear the sound.
Away, the fist
we're about to get into
done. It's time to go, Ton. Put your shoes on.
Vault should be incredible here from these two teams. It just feels as if there's nothing to separate them in these respawns to a certain degree today. That switch up at pace was absolutely beneficiary for the side of Movie Star Koi. That red card hard point, so close. And they've had a cracking search and destroy on dealership. But it has kind of shown
this
with
is the
that
map
where that stats to be damned. I'm not even going to...
For Joe Deceived guy's 4-piece, so we've got to find out if he gets another 4-piece or not. But he was playing hard
seems
points.
Seems as if they matter not. We head into this control.
They'd still get a
last
4-piece.
time out, search 1-3-0. Can they do that again?
Here we go.
Ridiculous.
Yala into the A zone. Shots are in there from Abe and Insight. So Movie Star Koi are going to find themselves on the receiving end of the capture. Lovely stuff, boys. Abe is going straight to spawn. He hit the overnight.
Yeah, he's out there pushing already.
Right away. Lovely shots out of Abe. What a 2 on a 4 now without a death.
I mean, they just transitioned.
Oh my gosh, dude. Abe with a 3.
What is this? They've given up the ghosts with A. They're forcing the spawns over towards the other side. And if you're Vancouver Surge, you have to take some mid-map control. That's what they've been offered. That's what they will get. The second tick over towards B, ticking through.
Abe, he's still being a nuisance.
He's
This is a
still
6-0
getting kills.
start.
Somebody's got to kill him. He might
On
get a
the journey
Hellstorm.
towards the Hellstorm, but helping his boys find a lot of space here on the map. If you can get a few more kills, great. And look at this. Down to his final 2 magazines of Jackal ammunition.
There he goes, finally
lovely
dead.
Work there from Nasty with a Jackal of his own. It has bought that space though. 04
There's
down
3
and out
down.
inside.
There's
They
3
wanna
down for
capture
them too.
alone. No
1v1.
nades. You've got to get in there. Nasty on the attack. Is anyone going to get here in time to save it? JB Craven
Good kill.
down and out, and Nasty saves the zone.
Got 2 ticks on it though.
Really commit. There was so many things going on there between
Oh
these
no,
two squads.
did they?
Back
They didn't
and
get no
forth.
ticks on there. Never
On the
mind.
transition, Abe is the one who sets it up wonderfully. Surge have done well to battle themselves back through. They're not in the best of positions though. They have suffered 2 ticks over towards B. Not quite 1 a day, but a
Oh,
bit
they
more
did
on
get
control
ticks.
now.
Doesn't show it on the
Sure
thing that they got
trying
2
to get
ticks.
himself over towards the spawn of Movie Star Koi. And again, what a lovely game of control so far. 2 segments of B, nearly cleaned up 1 at A, but the life count is starting to dwindle. Vancouver Surge hold on for 25 more seconds, and the round is yours, boys. And that's not how it goes.
Oh, and there's 2 of them going to jump on the B here straight away. You're going to have to try and find an answer if your Surge B may well be gone.
Epps looking for it. B zone.
Yep,
toast.
there's B.
1 minute 20 to play now. 11 lives left for Surge to hold on. And we're going towards the A zone, which is, as they like to say,
Kills.
a bit easier to capture. Abe, what a map you're having so far, mate.
It's still a chance if they get 1 wipe of kills, and it's pretty much
Just
even.
stats.
So
Yeah, I mean, he must have had the
not out
control
of
when he
this.
sprinted forward. It never stopped at the beginning of the game.
But if they keep getting
Really
spawned,
did
yep, they're
influence the
completely out of
setup
this
that
now.
Movie Star were able to find.
6 kills to
Just become the
14.
beneficiary of that setup late on, but 13 versus 6, they're in a really
They're on
nice
B,
spot.
about to get
Is on
ticked
its way.
too.
Oh, slowly but
Yeah, I
surely.
think it's
Here
over.
we go, Abe. How many more can you get? The answer is just 1. That's good enough for now, though. Keep your boys in the fight. What a clean up there. Surge survive with
I
5
lied.
lives left.
They can get a next wave of kills.
Oh no, Kleenex.
That's a big kill. 2 kills out of there.
One more
Got
wave of
no
kills,
lives.
Two of them a real big start. I mean, at the same time, Surge have got 1 life remaining on the no lives remaining. I
Oh,
should say.
no.
Yeah, Boozer's going to deal with them. That might well be it. They could find a couple of kills uncontested, then it would have been a good spot. But right now, 7 versus 2, difficult.
Yeah, you get rid of one of the long guns here for Surge, and you're feeling a lot better. And Abe has been gifted the great timing. There it is. Wonderful start.
Big
Movie Star
round
Koi
out
get their
of
first round.
Booster
Not
Koi.
without a pound of flesh, though. It was not easy. Oh, wait, we're going back to draw. Are we drawing Pokemon cards again? Maybe. Well, hold on, brother. These control runs are quick.
Straight from the off. I mean, what, we're 15 seconds in, if that. Already up deals with 04, 3 in a row, 4 in a row. I mean, this just set themselves up for so much success if you're Movie Star Koi. Puts them in a really good position over towards B. They get a lot of progress, opens up the map, and it just makes the life of Surge so much more difficult. You know, you're very close to losing the so-called harder side of things.
Yeah, that was big out of Abe.
In that
Going in their
scenario,
spawn,
you've
just
got to try and dictate what you want to put
getting
your
those spawn
resources.
kills.
Ultimately, they run
Basically
out.
let him up for that win in that round.
I thought the life of Surge could be a Wes Anderson film. That'd be great. All those characters in perfect symmetry. Give it to me. Nothing symmetrical about the opening to this map, though. Movie Star Koi, I mean, I'm loving it. That Kleenex Summer walking away with the kill there. 04, so damaged. Managing to get another out of that life, and that is a wicked opener. Slow and steady, though, will win this race here on ball. Nasty and Co. unable to really get a whole lot going here on the A side of the map. Over to B, Abuza, 3 and 11. A rough opening round. Trying to turn it around here.
Yeah, I mean, he's had SMGs constantly up in his grill. And he hasn't been able to deal with them, but they may well be able to get something going over towards B here. That's a momentary 3 dead. They know what Kleenex is. Pressure starting to come through here, and Ovo will set himself up well. But Abe, again, having a hell of a game at 12 and 7, but Abuza's put himself in a good spot here, and this is where he can fry. But Joe, once again, the SMGs are just all over.
Oh, that's huge out of them.
Who is it? It's Joe. Great, I'm dead.
Only got 1 tick on B.
Shut down straight away, and Kleenex, oh dear, pace is starting to set in. Kleenex goes for the throw. Neptune on the re-challenge. He's going to be there for it all day, all night, but that is the Great Dane. A great win, and a single segment of B is all that Surge have managed to muster.
They have not really had the map control that Movie Star Koi did have. And they've not been able to benefit whatsoever. The line in the sand has truly been drawn, and that is another 3 dead. This should be an easy round for Movie Star.
Yeah, I think this might be a Koi. They might win this game.
They're looking so good out there as a unit. 10 seconds to go. We are going to be able to contest at least one of these zones. A will be the one we go for, but the problem is, you've got to get the kills. Joe is making this very difficult indeed. Another to his name, 5 now in a row. Looking over towards the B zone, that's been
that's going to be a
and
round.
that is going to be the round. Another now. Movie Star Koi.
Bro, this might be a
pushing the
whole
lead
3-0.
further. Map point.
If they're playing like this the whole time, it's gonna be an easy
Whitewash around,
3-0.
to be honest with you. So never got any momentum.
Unfortunate.
Going. I think at one stage, they maybe got a 3 dead, but other than that, there was nothing to write home about. Time and time again, Movistar Koi putting themselves in those positions, finding the multiple kills, taking space, time and time again. So much real estate behind them. Very, very difficult for the Vancouver Surge to really make any inroads whatsoever. Really good job. And I think for me, it was when you seen the moment that Boozer pushed up, Joe Deceives wins that gunfight, pushes them out 5 in a row after that. Abe's getting hyped up. He's having a hell of a series so far.
I think Blaze called him Silverback Joe, which I love.
Yeah.
12 and 7 for Silverback Joe on a 5 spree. He is going primal. Here we go. I'm not sure if I can call him it, but the Koi boys now on towards A. It sounds bad, but I don't know. It might just be me right now. Joe looking to keep the spree going. Nasty says, nah, mate.
Abe has been a significant problem. He's constantly up in their faces. Their ARs can never really get anything going. And then when you think, okay, maybe things are slowed down, Kleenex is down on Ames, and he's just trying to get up in your face as well. Second tick coming in over towards A. If we do go to a round number 5, I mean, just Movistar Koi are looking fantastic for it.
Abe, he's always on your flank. He seldom takes a straight-up gunfight. He's got such amazing timing, except for that one. But no problem, insight.
That should be A done. Yep, A's done.
Vancouver Surge on their attack towards the A zone. We will see you later, boys. Over to B.
A lot better round than the
This
first
could be
round.
the map.
Just feels as if Vancouver Surge are a little bit out of time with each other. Feels a little 1-by-1, trying to get something going on one of these defensive rounds because it feels a bit desperate, because it is. Inside, oh, if he found that 5th. But again, look at Surge. They haven't been able to get that much space now. They can move their selves forward.
That's huge.
That's another big kill.
We're starting to get the foot in the right direction for Vancouver Surge, but they have certainly been quiet so far. Kleenex, oh, I love this. Around the world he goes. Neptune there, right place at the right time. Oh, and it's just a little too hot. It's a little too much. Joes get called out straight away, and look at that. Surge pushed right back into their spawn. This might be it. This is the Alamo. You're running out of space and time, lads.
It's really felt though, like they've had the time to be able to move up, but now they will again. Neptune will get taken down by his teammate, but Joe Deceives trying to keep that pressure on. For all that, Surge are struggling to get that space back. Movistar Koi are making it difficult for them to do anything.
Oh, what a shot from Joe. Slow and steady again. Wonderful patient play.
And it's just staying alive. That's exactly what he's doing correctly. Surge can't push up.
It gives them so many options. Neptune, right place, right time. Abe's going to be there for the kill. Gets a 2-piece as well. So middle map now up for contest once again. 0-4 wins it. Joe gets stunned up as well. So Surge are playing this very well. Burning the game clock. Working through the lives as well. They're holding it together after a wonderful lead.
Surge seem really actually relying on one player being able to push up and just try and get something going in mid-map. The rest of them are happy to sit deep. They will get punished for that. They do get wiped.
A lucky timing right there.
It is over. Next attack. Koi on the zone.
Kleenex
trades. Somebody get the trade. Somebody get Kleenex. Somebody bring him down. No, Abe's there for it as well. The capture continues. 50% of the way through and single-digit lives.
Yeah, they've started to stack it here as well. You're going to have to find one more moment if you're Vancouver Surge. It's a big kill for 4. He's coming from the mid-map, but he needs to go.
Gotta go over the top, and he can't catch him. Neptune, whoa, what a win! And you save it again. Kleenex can't get the kills. 3 lives left for Movistar Koi.
One more opportunity. Even with 3 lives, it's a 3v4. Those 2 extra that Surge have do not really count. One good push is all it takes.
This is your tournament. Surge, what a win. 5v3. Insight on the capture, down, done. 2v5. Joe at range. Battling tooth and nail. He's still alive somehow in this 1v4. And here comes Surge. A confident march across the map.
That was a big round out of Surge. Surge definitely needed that.
But really,
going down 2-1 or 2-0, they needed that round. It was a lot better round than that first one.
4 will be the one to push forward, try to cause havoc where he can. But for the most part, Movistar Koi have been dealing with him. And that takes the tip of the spear away from Surge. And then all of a sudden you're turtling up, trying to find these kills. Kleenex opens it up, but it's Neptune to find 2. The 3rd as well. An all-timer last time out up against Movistar Koi on this map specifically. This time around, he saved them from going 3-0 down to 2-1 down the series.
While the round gets going, another aside, I am very impressed by the synergy Vancouver Surge have with Ray behind them. Coach Ray already fitting into the fist bump routine. Surge, as an organization for the longest of time, have had some of the best fist bumps out there in the professional gaming world, and they are no different now. On to the B zone we go.
One player behind the nib. Taking his time, waiting for his teammate to put himself in position. This is nice from Surge, though. Good spot.
Slow capture. A freebie for 04. That trick won't work again, though. 20-22. The first segment of B now goes in the bag.
Abe from flank. Woo! Took his time. We'll only find one. Those second ticks coming through.
Front line secured now. The trade from Abuza, but he's got to get the next kill as well. Keeping CleanX now a little
get his
hungry.
kill.
CleanX moving with great
Could be
pace.
huge and get B.
Stay alive. Abuza holds the lead.
Oh my god.
Snaps for the kill and a wonderful
That was
bit of
so
progress.
close. He almost had
Does
B.
all the work there by staying alive, contesting as long as he did, allows his teammates
Oh my
to
god,
get
that's huge out of Neptune.
But you can do nothing about Neptune finding 3 in the middle of the map. 8 ticks on its way, but so is B. They're moving forward again, and Neptune's doing it all.
Neptune is going crazy right now.
Neptune, no way.
Oh my god, dude.
Help, and the B zone captured. 2 minutes to play.
I mean, he's trying everything that he can to get Surge over the line here and force around number 5.
That's big out of
The
Neptune.
knives are out. Watch your backs, Neptune. It's kicking around, and oh my goodness me, Nelly finds the stick as well, but it's 0-4 up close and personal. Movie Star Koi have regained a little bit of map control.
Oh, if he got that kill.
The trades are so good right now. Another big 1v1 win. Nasty getting it going, and you've got one segment remaining on A. There the capture begins.
Yeah, they could tie this up right now if they can get this A.
Boys. Nasty unable to dodge the stun. Chooses right on the guessing game by you. He might get shot in the back. Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, dude. That was big out of them.
It's Neptune who sets it up again, though. That push over towards B finds 3, and from there,
Went from a 2-0 to now tied up.
rolling. It's all from that kind of moment. And this is it. It was Abuza. Yeah,
And
okay,
Neptune and Nasty with those kills back to back were huge.
I mean, there you go.
Basically set him up for this
Every
round
single
to
time he needed to find those moments,
this
he
win.
has been. Did it in the defensive round previously. Did it in the attack there as well.
Somehow, I mean,
Abuza didn't come through and get that kill.
A final round.
He probably could add a 4-piece there.
And then we go to a vault hard point. I don't know if my heart could take it, son.
I mean, for Surge, the reason they're on the attack that really early attacking round where they got absolutely nothing. Back-to-back rounds, though, to send us here. Momentum is heading one way, but you would definitely rather be on the defense.
I mean, at this point, who knows? It's up to the COD gods. Who are they going to smile on more today? Pressuring through bottom R. Insight. Gets away.
He's
Out the window?
just...
No, a fake.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Okay, teamwork helps out, but what a move. Jamie Craven has absolutely bamboozled him.
That guy's still top art.
Both players actually doing really well to survive. But progress over towards B. Rattling through. Flanks coming in. Neptune lingering. Just being a nuisance more than anything. Bit of a pain in the arse, frankly, but Insight has dealt with him.
About to have B. They got second tick on B. That's huge.
A lot of numbers here. Plenty of guns.
Good kills.
Shots from 04. And look at that. Fearless. 2 HP. Wonderful damage. Neptune now on a flank is going to keep this play. Whoa!
Oh my god, dude. That backslide would have been crazy.
Still keeping the pressure on, though. Maybe Star Koi have got that middle of map control. They can snap into gear when they need to. Vancouver
Just
Surge.
back and forth right now.
Kind of been set, and it's
There's 3 down. They can get A. Get good some ticks on A.
Be on the cards, it's early.
That's a big 3 down. And the B zone now right back at it. Nobody here to certainly contest. I think there's going to be a nade or 2. There are no trophies on the B zone, so they're connecting. They're landing. 04 Neptune take the hits, and there's the contest. Oh, the dive and the big kill.
Oh, it's 3 down. If they push A right now, they probably get like 1 or 2 ticks on there. But they would probably just hold him and spawn.
Still a difficult one for Surge to find, but right now, Movie Star Koi are going to struggle to get out their spawn. They have to pick their way out and hope that Joe can hold on.
Inside, doing what you can with a poke from top window there. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? He's gone, mate. He's left you on red. And here he comes again.
Nice.
Win from Neptune, a patient man. What a kill it was.
Still tied up. Anybody's around right now.
They're just focusing straight down the side of the pool. They just want to keep them in their spawn if they can, but CleanX has got out. CleanX has the SMG out.
Oh boy.
He's also being dealt with. Oh,
big.
Trades. Joe Deceives finds
That's
it.
big. That's huge. Oh my god, 3 down.
Goodness, Nasty. But that might well break it open. That might well be the map.
He still got 1 up top cat.
If you can get a kill here, it certainly helps. Second segment through the front door.
Oh, that was big.
Safe and sound. 6 versus 7, 6 versus 6.
They still don't have A. If they can get that tick at least.
Situated so precariously. Ooh, a nervy battle. Neptune wins. Slows down for a second. 55 seconds between these two teams. Neptune with the bait, not going to work out. Abe will find one. 5 versus 4.
Trade's good. The next wave. 0-4 holds him back.
Oh.
Can't get a second man. The trades are once again good.
There's second tick through.
Capturing the point.
Nobody's got lives. So. S&D right now.
They have to do something about this right now. Abe 2v2. 2v2. They're off the zone. It's a 2v2 gunfight right now.
No, don't do this to me, man.
Insight finds a corner. Nasty has his. Hold your breath. 35 seconds to go. Insight might be the one that makes the play. Positioning is key. Oh. Here comes the fight.
It was big out of Nasty.
Nasty with the tags. Holding it.
Nice.
1v2. And it's done. Vancouver
Oh
Surge.
my gosh, that was a crazy ending to the round.
It truly was a game of gunfight in the end, and they
Went down for an 2-0 to bring it back. Reverse sweep. That's ridiculous.
Nerve-wracking game of control we have seen in Black Ops 6. And what a unbelievable finish. Vancouver Surge take the lead. And Nasty is the one that gets it going inside. Pants pulled down. And that is just the momentum that they needed. And the thing is, you think the defensive team would be the ones in a better position, but they never had control of the middle of the map in this small fight between half of the squad on each side. And because the pressure is there from Surge, they have the map control. They hop
They're
the
just
points.
one game
Inside,
away
Abe
from
have to make the move. Abe kind of caught
from
between
going
rock
to
and
the
a hard
next
place by
round.
being in there with them, gets caught out, and that is that. 3 rounds in a row for Vancouver Surge. They were 2-0 down.
Yeah, 0-4 and Neptune just went
Say
big.
what you will about control, but when it's good,
But
it's
really Nasty and
unbelievable.
Neptune with those
Magical
kills back to
moments
back,
from
and
nearly
that's
every
second to
player
last round was huge.
in that
Set them
game.
up for that
We will
round
look
win.
back on that vault control with fond memories. A nail biter indeed. And now we play hardpoint on the very same map. Vancouver Surge, match point. And almost there, a good reason to sometimes not believe in the stats, and that Nasty didn't necessarily have the best of maps in terms of damage, in terms of what he was bringing to the table, but that 3-piece at the end set up perfectly to win that map. Incredible work out of the Vancouver Surge to get themselves over the line. But where are your heads at if you're Movie Star Koi? You're 2-0 up in that control. Nearly get the 3rd round. And Surge find back-to-back rounds to send themselves into the lead, heading into another vault.
Again, it's the sort of, I keep coming back to the story about, is it offensive, is defense? It doesn't matter anymore. It's about who finds those windows, who can exploit the opportunities. Back to Vault we go though. Control in the books. Now it's another hard point. And the first hard point was truly spectacular. Vancouver Surge now, the respawn game since the addition of Neptune has been tier 1. Same could be said though for Movie Star Koi. They have been unbelievable as well. But that map 1 was so special. It was so unbelievable. And one of the players that certainly made a difference indeed, a boozer for Vancouver Surge. What a map he had.
Incredible work from him throughout. He was the one that was getting the crosses. He was the one that was keeping them at bay. Over towards P4. This is how he did a 1.3 in a hill time alongside of it. I mean, it was such a long map as well. The damage was off the charts.
That's as good as it gets. That really is as good as it gets. Can he do it again on Vault?
Different pace though, right? Very different pace to a red card. And this is where really you look at how the fast-paced players have been playing across the board. You've got Joe, Abe, and Kleenex on this Movie Star Koi team. And you think to yourself, how on earth could they possibly go on to lose a map number 4 here? Well, you just have to see who's on the other side. Neptune, 0-4. They've really been doing the business, but it was Nasty, the catalyst in that previous map. Can he bring it to the table as well? The stakes have never been higher.
This is for a spot in our grand finals here at the Esports World Cup. A considerable jump in prize pool. But lo and behold, we will have a 3rd place matchup as well, so rest easy. Your team can still improve their standings today, but at the end of the day,
first is the only thing that matters for these players. Taking our time getting in this one, a slow and steady approach towards what will be a very, very good game of Hardpoint. I still can't believe that it all came down to I've been begging for Gunfight to be the third mode in the CDL ton, in the COD world, and what do you know? We basically got it there.
We pretty much did. But we're very lucky to have Hardpoint specifically on Vault, mostly for our viewing pleasure.
Hello.
Oh my goodness me, for the pre-nades from 04 as well. Get your notepads out. Which way did he go with that one? That's worked out perfectly. And what did Surge do at the very start of that red card? Wipe Movie Star Koi. They've done it again.
Yeah, their opening breaks are absolutely unparalleled right now. And they're still looking good. Well, you've lost 2 members now, make it 3. So an opportunity for Movie Star Koi to
All
get back
down.
alive in this one with a clean 3 down. They are also looking towards that P2 spawn. Fully aware, though, that Surge still going to be populating that side of the map. And
Still got spawns though, so they're chilling.
Don't lose any presence there. Love this out of Surge. Such a disciplined Hardpoint team.
Last time out between these two squads was a 15-point game on Vault Hardpoint. Hoping for something along those lines again. Very even though to kick things off.
Big kills out of 04.
Win. Swinging from the hip with that one. Rotation over towards P2 will belong to Surge.
Throwing hands, finding 2 pieces. Twin.
Oh no, Neptune.
There from Abe and Neptune. An awkward gunfight, always ferocious when you see them go at it. As 04, lovely damage on the crosshair, keeping the members of Koi at bay, and another sweet nade from Nasty.
Just finding protects his teammates down the outside. In a good spot to be able to hold it. Joe Deceivers actually managed to slip by. We'll get them out of the point, but it's a distraction that gap will have to be filled. He called out.
This is the opportunity for the break. Neb's unable to get any kills there.
I mean, that all comes down to Joe Deceive just walking through pool and gets an absolute freebie.
Oh, nice kills out of Booza, 3-piece.
From him to kick things off.
They're spawning back there now, so.
Nasty now pushing up through the front line, knowing full well spawners in the back. A roller from Abuza there on time with him, stays alive.
Like they're about to get the rest of this time here.
Vancouver Surge completely denying Koi here on the
Not mine.
Surge will be very happy with this healthy little lead they've already got.
They have good rotations though.
Where 04 has set himself up alongside Nasty.
Good kill.
Shots coming through on the inside. Cleanest will get a hold of it sometime, possibly on off the air over towards P3.
A wonderful lead. P3 again. The sort of junction between you and greatness here on Vault. It's the highway to P4 and Kleenex right now. Oh, he was the traffic warden. 04, unreal. Okay, we talk about. He went through with a knife.
Yeah, if he got a knife kill, that would have been crazy.
04 is winding up for that flow state game. 52 and climbing.
That's big. 3-piece out of a.
Turned inside out.
Out of Surge.
Right now. The fight over the spawns has really made that difference. Movie Star Koi were trying for it. Vancouver Surge were the first ones here, and they have locked it down since.
They are still running the show, and the scoreline is growing ever bigger. Let's go for a Bravi listen in with Vancouver Surge.
We spun out, okay? Just play kills, you two play kills. I got red. Stay down, go to road. That's fine. Yo, he's from P4. He's already Yo, line cut weak. Line cut weak, no van. I'm planning. No van, he's weak. One was line cut, okay?
No van, go pop out. He's gonna go top out, I'm nading it.
Stay down, Jovan. Go on the back if you can.
Yeah, I'm in the back. John's in the back. Top P4.
Yeah, he was in the back on me. Top out. Inside. He sideways. Okay, that's fine. Yo, one white tree. Nice.
Top out as well.
Are you support? I'm turning. He spawned mid. He's on the back. Mid. Two on time. One side up. Old side up.
Line and back door. He's gonna get out line, guys.
Yeah. Line. That's 1 HP line. He's main line. Wind it. Miss you in the left to the last two. I'm mid. Yeah. Hold right. I'll get mid. Yeah. Stop P4. He's taking mid. They're gonna be Cat when next step. One more cat. Dive me down. He's jumping out. I'm leaving mid.
Watch your cat.
Okay, that's fine. I'm Cat drop. He's They spawn. Too late. Are you going cat one? I'm here. One more clinic. He was here.
Well, there's the perfect case study in why the.
That's big out of Koi. They just brought it back. They hold the at P4 perfect.
To be honest with you, the pressure started coming through. I think it was him.
A lot of trades came through, but they held most of the time.
To try and ease that pressure, finds one. Rest of the team swoop in. And then for good measure as well, a 3-piece to break over towards.
And you got 3 down, 4 down.
On bar for bar right now, 16 apiece.
Now this is a rap battle.
Push that to get spawns.
75 either side. Even Stevens going into P2. Inside there first. Oh, you gave it up at the possible second. The worst one. Neptune now buys that space. There's the one old.
Yeah, should be spawns for Koi there.
Timeless. Here in the COD world. Trophies are at the ready, and Kleenex, lovely stuff up close and personal. This is ideal for Movistar Koi. How long can they hold it?
They've just had some really slow starts to these hard points, but finding their way somehow after the first rotation to find themselves in the lead. And now in a really good spot over towards P2. Abe, this will just be absolute nightmare fuel for Nasty. Abe will not stop running around. He is hard to find, and everybody else turtling up. You got to get through a couple of different lines of Movistar Koi.
The venerable Abe. He is a spectre right now. Joe holding them at bay.
Pressure.
You're still unable to track down Abe, who is just on a tour of the map. I think the brakes have been pumped there by Abuza. You might have seen him. But what a hard point again. P2, you have made Vancouver Surge so uncomfortable. Are they able to get the break here? Finally, yes. Spawns are good for a second, but
that's 4 down.
15 seconds of scrap. It is not enough.
It was all that time. 35 seconds that Movistar Koi are just
already set up for P3 and P4, so
they have now been able to set this stall out over
we have to push through and get these spawns.
Are they going to be able to do a great deal with it though? Joe Deceives picked off. It's going to be all about that top bar
As
control.
big as 2 kills, but they trade him out.
He was on that for so long. He gives it up at the last possible second. He's shot in the back. Good time here from Vancouver Surge. Yeah, spawns flip. Great for Movistar Koi. 0-4. This could be a big one. Oh, whoa, that's a stinger. The COD gods blessing him with a moment there now inside the 1v2 by the stairwell. They find 2. What a massive turn. Let's go for a Bravi listen in with Movistar Koi.
Nice. Nasty. Could be. Be control. One more from P3. Stay down. What time are you done? What time move forward? Look for I need your close right. Top house. I'm one shot. I want mid. I have your mid. Right open. Cast open. Work a little bit now. Neptune. I'm wrapping right. Keep on time. I could take it right. Free. I detonate the front. They still have the shit. Get right, Jimmy. Top cat. Ran through top cat. Okay. 2 minutes. Top cat. This is game. Okay, listen. He's not running through. What do you mean? I spawn out. Line. I spawned out. Yo, dirt. Boost on once. Last guy plan. They're crossing right. I only have pistol. Okay, I've crossed on Scaff now. 0-4. Yeah, Scaff, he's in the back. I'm shooting right across now. Okay, they're crossing. I have to go. I'll gate him, guys. There's a one-shot gate. Stay up. I didn't stop upstairs. Absolutely. Top hookah. Give it a sec. Just stay alive, okay? Excuse me. Come on. Nice. Back. We're coming. One's in gold now. In the back, one shot. Stay down. I got stunned. He needed me. Go. Once we deep Scaff. They double name me. Shoot me the top gold. One top gold in the cross. I'm on back door down. Nice. 2. Don't go still there. I want to deep left. I have your back. Deep Scaff. I have your back. One out. Look in front of me. In Scaff, Joe. Big 20. Hold back. You're front of me now. Scaff door. Absolutely. One shot. We can time. We can time. About to get this up. Top hookah. Hookah to Cuddy again. I'm picking up dubs. The dubs. I spawned gold. Scaff. I'm on shot. Scaff. Top cat. 0-4. Go through Neptune weak. Old. 3 old. Okay, I want vault. Lobby. Don't put that. Top cat. Play kills. I'm going to get dubs. I didn't think cat. Sitting in the dub. I saw one cat. And they're timing me. Vault. Close. I want. And then one cat. 2 cat. One more cat. Close. We close. They're close. Nice. Open. I'll see him. I have got a P2 slot, maybe. Never mind. I have my open. I have all con. Alright. One shot. P3. Okay, P3. I'm not blocking. I'll block. Top cat. I spawn P2. Cat vault right.
And you just see that moment over towards
Oh, that's a big 3-piece out of a Surge.
Find their way through, but you hear the comms coming in from Kleenex. Stay alive to Abe.
They hold this time. It's still going to be close.
Towards Vancouver Surge, all on his own.
A suffocating performance there on P4, but this P1 has been great, albeit Joe, a couple of insane kills. We heard the old DAD dead in the comms, an absolute classic. And Abe now on the run, looking to that P2. Once again, Movistar Koi find their way there. There's an opportunity here. No, it was gone. It was 0-4, and he's been taken care of. Wicked stuff.
3 down.
Unreal holds. Movistar Koi with P2. There's the trophies, and here's the setup again.
But look at the positioning here from Abuza. He's waiting on the rest of his team. Don't think they're aware that he's sitting down pool. Abe did not see him. May well be able to find a break off the back of this. Trying inside, holding on by his fingernails. And those fingernails are strong. That boy clearly gets his calcium. Holding it.
still there. The trust, the teamwork. Movie Star Koi are getting it all done now with the damage. Over to Joe, trying to get in time as fast as he can.
They need this scrap time.
Big kills coming in here.
They want a chance to win. They need
They
it.
do so well. This is a good chunk of time, but they're still 50 behind. 20 seconds.
It's 3 down. That's a good time right there if they can hold that. And then they gotta get P3.
100 points behind. Neptune now trying to get something going, thinking about these P4 spawns. He's pushed up and has some company.
Oh
It's
man.
big kills out of Neptune.
And as much as we were calling the score, don't forget the game clock. 1 minute, 20 seconds. It could well happen again.
In sight. He's found 2 over towards Art Neptune to pick up the pieces, but his teammates, where they're going to spawn. Opposite side of the map, has to stay alive. Knows the pressure will come through, but whilst all this is going on, Movistar Koi just soaking up time for free at P3.
If you're getting a good P3, I mean, that's good enough. Don't worry too much about 4. You can get yourself to 240 at this point in time. On to Joe. Finding kills from within time. Can you get any more out of it? Is Neptune? Oh, you've been gifted a couple here, mate. Number 1 doesn't check to his right. Insight's up there as well. Oh, and Joe wins a fight on time. Vancouver trying to get going. 59 on the game clock.
They've done so
Yeah,
well.
they're losing a lot of time right now.
Soaking it up over and over. Vancouver Surge have been able to do very little about it, but now it's going to have to be through the front door, and they just get
No, that's 3 down, bro. I think it's game.
5 in a row from Joe.
They got spawns.
2:15 and rising. Movistar Koi's game to lose.
This is it. This is it. The P4. 30 points for the win. Vancouver Surge need to get the break, and they need to get it.
They did a perfect hole last time on this, so if they hold us again, it's pretty much over.
On the outside threshold, here we go. 2 men on the entry. Abe, guns up. Hold your iron. Wait for a Boozer and 04 to make a play, but they can't. Joe rustles their jimmies, and Abe holds.
So close to the win. 10 seconds away. Abe has had an all-timer, and they are running it up now. Movistar
Yeah, it's over. There's no way they can get to it now.
Map number 5, first game of the day. It's been a
Oh.
banger.
A showdown continues.
Still anybody's game. I thought they were gonna make the ultimate comeback.
After losing 3 straight rounds of control. What a bounce back. And now one last showdown between them here on Black Ops 6. The hard points have been nail biters.
Big nade
The
up.
search and
Go
destroy.
for there.
Totally different look though. Our
Unfortunate.
final map on its way.
And just time and time again, it just felt.
Just
like
Joe
Movistar were
Deceives
coming up with the
just
plays when
going
needed.
nuts on the map.
Rotations just
Hard to do anything when you got Joe
point over
Deceives
the second
going.
and third specific rotation of hills anyway, and over and over again, Vancouver Surge just struggling to break through. Every single time there was a hole for Movistar, it felt like there was going to be 30 or 40 seconds going their way, and Surge never
Phoenix
really
and
had
Joe
too
Deceives.
much of an answer for it.
If Surge will get the break 15, 16 seconds away from the hard point changing, and by then you've got to worry about the rotation.
Yeah.
And you're just on the back foot all game long. Movistar Koi, Abe at the helm, an electrifying pop-off there as they have transformed their game. And now a final map. A final map to determine who makes it. Our first team to the grand finals. It's over to the studio.
What a performance by Joe Deceives once again, 41 and 28. Yesterday he went positive 21 on the same map. And Movistar Koi is going to our first game 5 of the night. Ali, I want to start with you. What did we just witness after crumbling in game 3? This was a great bounce back.
Listen, we talked about heading into this. Joe's hardpoint right now has been unbelievable. And watching him on that P1, I was like, wow, Joe learned how to play his life better. It is Joe for the rest of the league. Their hardpoint looks ridiculous. Their priority is on point right now. Even that map 1 was extremely winnable if they had a stronger start. All of them were 1 and 6 at some point in that map number 1, and it still was a 10-point game.
We got to take a look at some of the best highlights from this series so far. Enigma, this has been a great showdown, a very even playing field.
It has indeed. It's been a wonderful series to watch so far. I know that we're very much enjoying it in the back, and it's one of those things that right now both teams are kind of doing a lot to counter the other team's weaknesses. We saw the S&D, for example, that went totally against script, but I love what Ali's saying here about the hard points, specifically about Joe Deceives. There's one thing that Vancouver really relied on when it comes to their hard points, it's their break percentage, getting themselves through defensive lines. They're really struggling with it right now because of not only great setups from Movistar, but Joe Deceives is being an absolute nuisance at all times against this squad.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an absolute banger. I mean, thinking about this series, the amount of times they played each other, it's been Vancouver majority of the time. This is a Movistar Koi team that is just playing so much better since bringing Abe into the mix. I mean, you're talking about like that last hardpoint that we saw, locking down the P4 every single time. Like, that is a difference. We had not seen that before. Vault is a bread and butter map when you talk about Surge. They're usually always the team commanding that. Well, switching Kleenex over to that AR, they're able to prioritize it. The communication is on point, and they weren't even getting close if you're Surge.
Ali, I was looking at the numbers, and Koi, a.k.a. Toronto, sucked at dealership.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
They were 1-7 before this map. Well, now with Abe, they've won it twice.
Well, what's so funny about that is it is a map that should have fit their play style. You have Joe, you have Kleenex, now the addition of Abe. You have very aggressive players that will love to play the middle side of that map. So I guess they definitely knew something we didn't. Putting that into this series, scrims must have been going well.
It makes sense, right? You have to play aggressive early on and get information because the wraps are so quick. So you saw a lot of rounds, like especially defensively, Abe can push up super aggressive over towards B, and if they're going to run into him, he has the gunny to find that first pick, and then on the other side, you got players like Kleenex who can also play aggressive and take space, so it just works out so much better, where he ultimately almost finds an ace in that final round.
Well, I love that you're mentioning the fact that they look so good in the defensive well because of that pace, because Vancouver lean heavily on that offensive play, especially on this dealership matchup, especially towards that A site as well. They look incredibly comfortable there typically, and they were not given any room to breathe here.
Well, Vancouver wouldn't even be in this Game 5 if it wasn't for the control comeback. Let's take a look back at the best game in this series, in my opinion, the final rounds, as this came down to just a 2-life finish, Ali.
It was unbelievable. The fact that we got to end it on literally a 2v2 situation. Shout out to the Vancouver Surge and just powering themselves back into this. Because again, we talk about teams. What separates the good from the great is when you are good at control. Vancouver Surge able to come back from the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, and I don't want to say it, but it feels like it hinges on the performance of Neptune right now.
Yes.
I mean, he has had a roller coaster of a series. Like, you think about that control in the first 2 rounds, nowhere to be found. He flipped a switch. We're in the back. We're like, yo, Neptune's going. It's going to be wraps for them. And then we get to that next map. Neptune, he's just nowhere to be found once again. So he has to find some consistency, and you see the crowd getting involved. A lot of Surge fans at home.
This is the showdown I asked for. 0-4, one of our favorites to watch. Joe Deceives, the silverback on the other side. Enigma, who's had the better number so far?
So far, it's got to be Joe Deceives. I mean, KD there, 1.2. S&D, of course, that even number. And it's a bit of a struggle there for 0-4 in that S&D that you had there, dealership. But it's also some of the impactful moments, the impactful plays that we're seeing from Joe in that map 4 in particular, in takeover mode. That's the guy who's leading this lineup.
Yeah, he's so good on the transition over towards P1. Ali was highlighting him playing his life. It wasn't just that rotation. It was both rotations to P1 where he goes top hall, makes a massive impact play to allow him to pick up a big chunk of time. He's just so special.
Hard points are done though, Ali, and we're going into a final protocol search and destroy to decide who is moving in to the grand finals at EWC.
Look, when it comes to both these teams, these first bloods, I think, are going to be everything in protocol. Those battles in computer are going to get extremely fierce. You're going to be looking at Neptune 0-4 and Joe and Abe going absolutely
Last time we saw Koi win this map, it was in a round 11. It was Joe Deceives pulling out an AR down low. You know that VOD's been watched.
Oh, absolutely. The homework's going to have been done. There's no way that you're not getting that, especially Surge, Rambo, Ray. Like, not a chance he's letting that one slip through.
Final predictions, 1 words.
I'm gonna go with Surge. Stick to my guns.
Sticking with my guns, Surge.
Koi, sticking with it.
Staying with Koi. The stage is set. Your first Game 5.
Surge about to pull out the win here, man.
Thank you so much, Desk. And I will say, as intelligent
S&D, that second map was a fluke. They're about to come out and win this.
Here we go. Final map of the series. I said it so slowly and with such dramatic
Last map. And we got the boys playing.
I mean, it's protocol coming up as well. And how many good protocols have we had this week already?
Come on, man.
Give me another.
And this one for a spot in the grand finals. All the more important. And by the time the grand finals rolls around, maybe Neptune will truly know how to put his IEMs in. They're definitely not his. There's no way.
No, you'll be used to it by now. You're fine.
There you go.
Chilling.
He's good. He's good to go. That's brotherly love. That's teammates.
That's teammate love right there.
Out of game. And Abe, he has been trading ruthlessly well. Stay hydrated, folks. This one's gonna get hot. A moment of serious tension here for Abe. His first major tournament, and he finds himself now looking at a potential grand finals appearance on his debut. for Movie Star Koi. He's still got to get there, and a single map. 6 rounds is all he needs to win. Doesn't it sound easy?
Into the Search and Destroy we go. Last 2 times that these teams managed to get themselves to a map number 5. Movie Star Koi who took it away. Series had mostly went over towards the side of Vancouver Surge, but when we have seen these map number 5s, it's all been Movie Star. Round 11, fancy it?
Yeah, go on. Why not? We deserve it. For you at home watching, thank you for joining us. For everyone here in Riyadh, what a tournament it has been. And this is just the start of the day, friends. We've
Alright,
got
boys, here we
plenty
go.
more action
Last map
to
of this
get
series.
Let's get out of the water and into the fight. Neptune, the boys of Vancouver Surge attack first.
Oh, yeah.
Movie Star did really well. Just get a read on the players who were getting aggressive.
And Joe deceives the
Just
first
one who
kill.
kicks it off, though. He'll find the first bullet over towards the B side, but Neptune free rounding over towards A.
Hey, he's in. That's going to be the plan. We'll get that one down quick. 0-4 to Spiral.
When nobody's down there, you got them all pushed up on top.
Not an ideal situation to be in. No trophies whatsoever in the first round. We'll see how empty the pockets of Movie Star Koi are.
0-4 holding tight, but it's about the pressure that's going to come in on the flank. Abe is going to take down Nasty. 0-4 in a lot of trouble as well. 2 versus 4.
Yeah, and he knows because of the way the door
Damn,
opens.
Nasty's
The
out.
way you know there is a player there. So, oh my word.
That's a
love
good.
That. 3v2 onto site. Not a whole lot of fight there. Now to 0-4.
Yeah, he can't do nothing there.
Certainly helped, but it was not enough.
I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but I wonder if 0-4 just maybe held his irons a little bit there. Maybe could have tried and get the jump on them. However, if we're being picky, still a very, very nice round for Movie Star Koi.
He could have stayed alive, and there was a chance he could have got
They were
that.
so good at up against Omid. They were thinking about Craze and those routes that he would make. They had the read on him perfectly. Yeah, this is that moment. Well, to be fair, I think Inside maybe spins around at the right time. He takes his time. Is he going to be able to get there in time to help his teammate? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm clutching at straws for them. Still a good round for a Movie Star.
Perfect frag as well towards the backside of the site, saving it for the retake potential. And it was perfect. Just too many mans. Too many mans to deal with in that situation. On board with Joe, he's going to have that bomb and he's going to make his way towards the top side of the map. We could see the A bomb descend as we typically do. And now towards the big door, a stun with no connection. But enough noise made. Back to top. Hello.
On the map control. Yeah, that's a big problem. Abe's been spotted out. Doesn't really.
I know where one is.
He's the one that has to make
Oh, mid window. How do you not see him?
We'll find the first blow to Abe, putting the pressure on.
I mean, Abe's just been a real problem now. He's put shots into 0-4. He's made him move around. He's got a boozer to come out of the top trip windows.
That's big kill. Is trade though.
I mean, Abe's presence there. He gets the trade. He goes down. The bomb has now been planted.
No.
And Movie Star Koi, off the back of that annoying moment, have a massive advantage now with a boozer alone.
Purely being alive was the issue for Vancouver Surge. Boozer
Right behind you. How do you not see him?
Kleenex will find him. Back-to-back rounds to kick off map number 5.
It's not a problem at all, is it? Welcome to the club. Clearly quite a welcoming one.
Oh my God, one of us.
Good job, Riyadh. This crowd is doing very well indeed, as are.
Bro, what's with this freaking BS? Dropping.
Didn't see the opening pick from Kleenex, but his first bloods, Ali said it, going to be massively important. I think it might be an Andy. It could have been either one of them. Either way. Good job, Desk. First bloods really do help.
I get them mixed up all the time too.
It looks so similar.
It looks so similar. RC for Joe in the back pocket. We've seen how dangerous they can be on this map. That's definitely come to play later, but not necessarily by the B-bomb site. Insight backs up at the right time. How much information? Oh, the answer is loads, but no kill. Under the coverage of a boozer, 0-4 gets away with his life, and the nade doesn't connect either. Over to Kleenex now on a 4 spree. A blooming 4 spree, lad. That is perfect. The stun connects as well. You have got Surge.
Choose to take their time here. No need to rush into it to stop that going down, as Miles says. There's plenty.
Okay, it should be okay now. I don't know why it drops after a while. It just drops down to like 1,000 kilobits. It's at 10,000 right now. 4 bars. Don't understand why it dropped so low.
Find a way through against Kleenex. 2 versus 2. Abe finds a way in as well. Now left in a 1 versus 2 is Nasty. This could be a huge round if he can find it. They line up.
Man, that would have been huge if he got that 2-piece there.
Defuse comes through 3-2. Movie star Koi.
That is sensational. There's the advantage.
Close lines between these two teams. Just comes down to trades and which way they're going to go. But it's Abe who finds the final one again. 6-3 now. And Movie Star with an ever so slight lead.
Is it enough?
They did make a comeback though. Was down 2, now they're up 2.
Well, RC in a moment like this could go a long way.
It's so tense I could just pee my pants right now.
Please don't.
Neptune have been very tight here. Yeah, gotta be careful of these stuns. Information not gained. Neptune might send this here. They're still scared to drop down though. Movie Star Coin not taking the bait.
You can't take any chances like that. Not at a moment like this. You throw a life away in this situation, it is going to sting and it's going to hurt for a long time. Nade doesn't connect again.
Yeah, just need to play it slow.
Here as well.
That's because they have to plan, so you don't have to push anything right now.
40 seconds.
Oh, but the patience, mate. The patience.
I mean, they've been playing this game for a little while, haven't they? Who's going to stick, who's going to twist? Abe, once again, finding his position in the middle of the map, and that is being a place where he has thrived.
And he...
Deceives will find Neptune down the elevator shaft. Abuza trying to find a rebuttal through the middle of the map, and that is going to be an A site. Complete control for Movie Star Koi. Oh, Four's here, though. They didn't know he was here. They didn't know he's here. He finds the kill. It disrupts the plan.
That's good play at 04.
He's done so well, but Abe will find it back.
2v2, but they got a plant.
Final few seconds.
Oh, and they got the plant down, dude.
Koi. 2v2. Both Nasty and Abuza from the outside.
04 give them hope. The nade is in. The nade is landed. Abe down in a little bit of a difficult position. Needs some help from his teammate. Insight is not far away, but Abe trying to hold this
That's
down.
big kill.
Find him. And now Insight in the 1
Oh, let's
two.
go. Now it's 3v3.
Surge find a way again. But 04 with the 2 kills on site slowed things down and give them hope. They'll find the round 3-piece.
Man, how are we going? Round by round by round. I tell you, folks, I say this a lot. If we could script it, we would. And it would probably go a bit like this.
I mean, that is enormous from 04. They give them the hope. Abe was there to pick up the pieces at the end, but then Nasty watching the cross with his teammates. Never going to lose that one. We are not far away. 6 rounds in, nothing to separate either one of them.
Sometimes hope's all you need. And right now, there cannot be an ounce of doubt between any of these players. Back over we go towards A. Watch out for the stuns, watch out for the exploding computers to the left-hand side. They will pop shortly. Oh,
that was a big kill at Neptune.
A lot of utility use, but they do get the kill. Abe down low, not somewhere he's typically been.
Oh, we got traded out though.
They tried to go for a little bit of a bait over towards Abe. When the nade comes in, you think they're going to go for it. Insight and Kleenex will get the cross.
Okay, they traded out too. 2v2.
All you can ask for is the wrap on.
Oh, big out 04.
Once again, finding a sensational kill. Joe now all alone. Opting for the top mid route, and I don't hate it. Abuza, though, with that bomb, they are playing it so patiently. No mistakes being made. They're giving nothing away. Is Joe going to make the mistake?
Oh my god, that was insane.
1v1, 30 seconds.
No information. Or has he
Go plant that. Oh, he's planting B. No, bro. About to say, if there's going to be a clutch, Joe Deceives could get that clutch.
4-3, Movie Star Koi. And I think that the switch up here from Surge, they almost are too smart for their own liking. Insight and Kleenex are ready for it. 04 makes it a 2 versus 2. Makes it a 1 versus 2, but Joe deceives with the 1v2. Incredible work. So patient. Knows the push is coming. And lets his teammates know, hey, you're welcome.
And that one felt good. However, we're not out of the woods yet. 4-3. We're going all the way, ladies and gentlemen. How will Surge rebuttal this one?
RC, available for Joe Deceives. So there is some extra utility on the board. This one is slowed down just a little bit. Kleenex also with an RC.